I need everybody on the wall. You look the part. You look like that guy they call M.O. Get on the wall. Everybody on the motherfucking wall.
Man, everybody and their mama hit me up, man. That nigga, hey, I been telling you, Remo, that nigga whacked the feds, man.
See, here go the thing, right? When they hate, and I'm gonna tell all my whoever the ops are, I don't know y'all. When the hate starts to cloud your judgment, you can't think. And when you can't think, you can't win. Now, it's known I got a criminal record, right?
Yeah.
Right there tell you, I could never be law enforcement. My criminal record was so fucked up, they shot my son down because he was my son.
He was trying to be a cop?
He had went to the police academy,
yeah.
But, you know, now he might because I'm expunged now.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a lot of good game out there, and some of y'all need to understand it and figure it out. Now, I'm one of those guys that I'm going to do what I got to do to stay ahead of it. Now, I got a $5,000 bet for anybody who wants to bet me about the badge. Do I have a badge in my wallet? Yes, I do. What kind of badge it is, that's the bet.
Did you purposely show the badge on that live? With Snoopy?
Kind of short, because I wanted to see. It shot the video up 40,000, 8 minutes. It was crazy. So now I'm seeing if you feed the people poison, they'll drink more poison than water.
Yeah.
For some reason. Like if you, that's like Ant's an ex-convict nigga. He gonna see it, he gonna be like,
yeah, and what you thought when you see it?
Ant gonna be like, this nigga done been in the pen.
I was right here at No Jumper with them when when Adam pulled it up. And for me, like, I just looked, I said it's some bullshit off the top. I'm like, man, it's a play. I said, look.
Me and Ed were the two that said
I really didn't even give it like no liberty. I looked at it and I was like kind of like went back to whatever I was doing, rolling the blunt or smoking, because I'm like, man, whack on some bullshit. He right here with Snoopy badass. He already know people be saying he the police. He flapped his wallet open, let it flash a little bit, then let it hang a little bit, then like, hold on. I'm like, yeah, it's some bullshit.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Wack is no threat to the Academy Awards. He's not winning no Oscars anytime soon.
Hey, no, listen, bro. Listen.
We saw through that.
Listen, bro. But what I do see is that, like, it's easier to get them to hate you and be successful than to love you and be successful. You're going to get there faster making them hate you. And you don't even be trying to make them hate you. All you gotta do is keep winning that shit. The more you win, niggas gonna hate you. And because they gonna talk about you, it's gonna drive to success.
Yeah, now you definitely know how to work the algorithm, my boy. I'm like, this nigga whack a bud. I'm like, yeah. When I seen it, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Then I'm just knowing whack. I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga a genius. I'm like, this nigga, cause you know, every street nigga hit me up. Man, I've been telling you this. As soon as I
walked in, nephew, you asked me, I gave it to I tossed you the wallet. You know, niggas know when a wallet had been in a nigga pocket 5-10 years, you can look at the wallet. Indentation of the cards. The wallet, for people that know me, they know what it is.
So that's no like honorary grid program, like badge or nothing like
that. You can't get that from nothing. You can't get that from none of that. That comes from having to know somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those people that know and they smart, they can just Google. All you got to do is Google the possibilities. Like, Wax an ex-con. He ain't passing no background checks. It's just not going to happen, right? Now, I don't know what they do with informants. I know informants, they try to, like, keep them under the radar. I can't see it. I don't know if they give informants a badge. Maybe they give them a code name or something. That just wouldn't make sense because you go to the hood somewhere and they pat your ass down, your ass in trouble. Yeah, I think by now the streets would have had discovered an informant's badge. I've never heard of it.
Let me ask you this though, Wack. Even though you equipped for this internet shit, do it fuck with you a little bit when everybody be trying to throw this cop narrative and shit on you?
No, not at all. But see, the cop narrative keeps them talking.
Yeah.
See, the internet and the algorithm is driven by how much they're gonna talk or type your name. I am very secure within myself with who I am. You get what I'm saying? Now, if I was like trying to be a gangbanger, and trying to get a name on that level, yeah. But I'm trying to, you guys, believe it or not, I'm going to tell y'all what y'all doing for me. Nigga, they going to have a hard time giving me a gang enhancement. Because everybody says Wack's not a gang. Wack tells you he's not a gangbanger. And F.A. walking down the alley. Let me tell you how much this shit is out my system. Once upon a time, I wouldn't wear a blue shirt, blue shoes. If you said the word cuz to me, nigga, it was like saying F my mama. Aunt walking down the thing, him and nephew. He just hear a window drop, and when I get around real Crips, I like to test my cuz, see if I'm on point. I'm saying, because a real Crip
So
gonna
that's
know.
what y'all was doing when I pulled up.
Yeah, Aunt walking to the door, I'm like, cuz, what's up with you? He like, who that? Nephew, post up. I said, baby, watch this little nigga right here. She said, I said, he all right right now, because I'm letting my couple son come out. Aunt walking up on the car, he done moved in a half moon shape. Nephew beelining. But, no disrespect is that when you learn to understand it, I'm on a mission to find as many men that I can respect because we like-minded. I don't care where you from. It's the room where they say I favor the Crips more than the Bloods, right? And what happens is I look at the backside of things. Analytics, who's doing what, boom, okay. There's 5 profiles in front of me. I'm like, this the best one that fits me to work with. Now, if I happen to turn the profile over and it's a midget, a homosexual, a Blood, a Crip, whoever it may be, whatever I saw on the back end of it, I feel I can be successful at doing some business with this person.
Yeah. Is that because of Blueface, though?
Is that
what started that
What
narrative?
I'm not going to do is say the Wack I am today and have been for 2 decades. Oh, he a Crip, I can't fuck with him. I'm not going to deny that young man his right to success, and I'm not going to deny myself the right to generate revenue because he happened to be a Crip. You know what I'm saying? That's not my mind frame. That's just not what it is.
But like previous to Blueface, was that a narrative that people even said about you? Like,
well, I do things like, okay, Savvy Third came first. He NC from Long Beach, insane, right? So I don't know if people remember. I got a very unique Chevy. I got the only Chevy like it. The whole roof is a red bandana. Painted. The rims is red band. The grill, right? So I'm on the 110 hopping, bumping Savvy Third. Damn, cuz, the spot's getting hot. I can't trust the homegirl because she fucking with the ops, right? Guess what happens? This nigga Wack in the red flag Chevy playing some damn cuz. What? Who music is it? That's all I cared about. Savvy Third. All I cared about. I take the hit. The reason why my clients fuck with me is because I'm going to take the hit for them for us to get there. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
See, with this gang banging shit, and I just said this the other day, for me, it's a whole lot of faking, bro, because you be having shit like this, just how you explained that. Like, if you an active gang banger, I shouldn't even have to explain what the protocol is to you, but you have active gang members today, they'll do it like this. Oh, you my immediate enemy, so I can't deal with you. But since these some Bloods are some Crips out the way, I can deal with you. Like, no, if somebody talking about they CK, if somebody talking about they BK, and you're an active gang member, you don't supposed to deal with them. I don't care if they in your city or if they ain't out your city. You can't, that's picking and choosing. If you gang banging, it ain't, they ain't killed none of my homies. Man, it don't matter. They push what you against.
Let's be real, though.
But that's what be going on.
Every real Crip, Blood, or Paru, let's keep it real. Niggas don't like to talk about it. Has continued their success of being a gangbanger, a hustler, in jail and on the streets because they got relationships with the opposite side.
You got to.
You get what I'm saying? Listen, my nigga, if you moving work, right, and you got a dude over there that's like, homie, we ain't got what y'all got, but I fuck with you. Yeah. And Ant know he can deal with this one dude. He a Damu, right? And this one dude is giving him 20% of a side that he ain't got to step in. Yeah. But now guess what happens? Soon as something start going on with Ant Hood and he the one getting the money, you know what the other side say? We got to knock Ant down. He the bag. Oh, sure. Guess what that Damu gonna do? Hey, Ant, them niggas running your name because get low. up your security. He don't want nothing to happen to Ed. He making money with that.
Yeah,
This
no,
how this
facts.
work. I done been on yards. Me and Youngster from 6 Deuce East Coast. Ran from 8-9 East Coast. Our relationships come from Scooter from Neighborhood 40s. Our relationships come from them walking in the unit. Don moves is deep. They bang they set. Niggas say they got us one. I'm like, nah, homie. Nah, he bet y'all gonna give him a one-on-one. Big Fish from 6-0 did it to me. My first trip to the penitentiary as a pup. No mustache. Delano. I'm the only guy. He picked me up in Central Juvenile Hall on the Goose. I didn't even know who Fish was.
Yeah.
Everybody whoop whoop saying where they from. Niggas like, we got us one. I jump up. Big Fish jumped up. He like, man, this nigga look like he old enough to be my son. He gonna claim. Nigga, give him a head up. Now, which one of y'all gonna get on with this small youngster and risk going to the yard saying you got knocked out by a teenager? Ain't finna. He did that for me. Scooter, rest in peace, from Neighborhood 40s. My dumbass homie is in their neighborhood. A broad invited him to the party. He showed up with red house slippers, red belt. He ends up in the alley on his knees like this. They saw the tag. Scooter say, you from 2Ps? Yeah. You know Wack? Yeah. What's his real name? Cash Jones. All right, get up out of here. Tell Wack Scooter send his regards.
Yeah,
Right? So where I come from, bro, like, my politics I'm always dealing with something here, there, and everywhere because that's what's going to keep you alive or keep you up.
Sure.
So that's why you have the badge. Now it makes sense.
No, but this badge right here is, I want to get a bet, man. I just want to get it because y'all can expose Wack. $5,000. We put the badge, I open it up live on No Jumper, and you might be the one to expose Wack.
So I kind of want to kind of ask a question.
Huh,
It's kind
what
of
up?
like off topic, right? Because I want to ask this question because I be getting a lot of, which I don't really care, but I'm still ask it because I be getting a lot of backlash. People in my comments, people coming to my Instagram channel, they be searching far and wide to tell me that I'm compromised. One, because I'm on No Jumper, you know what I'm saying, sitting across from Adam, and then they be trying to say I'm compromised because I'm sitting next to an informant. So I mean, because I
Who's
did
the
an interview with an
informant?
informant, they be trying to say you an informant.
But okay, well, listen. I called Rick Ross. I told Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky, use an informant. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
He told me to go get the paperwork.
For sure.
I went and got to work. I sent him to work. I got to work. I put the work up. This is it.
So you wasn't cool with Rick the last
Yeah,
time?
we was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's crazy. We was doing something on Big Meech on my StreamYard, I think. So after we was running it, this is what's crazy. Loose Cannon says, Freeway Rick a snitch too. I say, man, that nigga told on the police. I don't care about that. If you Google right now, Freeway Rick snitch on police, it'll pop up, Wack 100 defends Freeway Rick on this, right? He said, no, Ohio, New York, the plug was in Miami. He sends it. So when he sent it, I read it. It's on my YouTube channel right now, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it was funny the other day.
When Vlad called.
It was,
right?
no, this is funny the other day when Loose Cannon calls Freeway Rick. Man, I heard what he trying to do to you. Nigga, you the nigga that sent the work. We never even knew about it. So now I had to get with the exposers, tell them go search Ohio, pull the work, and send it. And they sent it. I sent it to Bro, because I seen Bro run his clip. Bro was taking the stand that I took. But like, niggas, the police, we don't care about that.
Yeah.
I didn't care about that, right? I don't care about dead bodies. Nigga, if I die and you go to jail, and you can use me to get out of jail, put it on me. I'm gone. Some niggas that say,
That's
oh,
telling.
that's telling. You told on the dead body. No, nigga, go on home. I'm gone. They can't charge me, right? So I sent it to him. This ain't the police you telling on. These is drug connects in New York and Ohio and Miami, shit like that. I told him I fuck with Freeway. I said, bro, I didn't dig into it because I didn't really want to. Every now and then I do some bitch ass nigga shit. I selected politics. I do. And if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you I do. You know, if I fuck with you, I'll fuck with you. You know,
I do some bitch ass nigga.
you know, it's some
Did he-
real
Look,
shit.
so who the fuck put this? So my question is, who put this? Like the shit they keep attacking me about.
You are
is
it's the main streets.
the CS2 back shit.
Now listen, if you read have you read the work? The
No.
work said whoever this dude is, he's a low-level drug dealer and he's in fear that his family members in the main streets will be hurt. Okay, for the record, I've stepped foot in a lot of hoods, even your hood,
Yeah.
right? I have never been on the ground with my feet in the main streets. I've driven through, right? But I've never been. I know a bunch of them.
That is what a cop would say.
When I go to the east side, I already flashed the back. I came in and put everybody on the wall. You too late. Now, we taking a $5,000 bet about the badge. Whoever sends the money in, Adam's going to guarantee the money because he can take it from me, and I'm going to show the badge wide open on no jumper. If you think it's a cop badge, send it in, get you some clout.
Hey, so Aaron,
I've been having this badge for 7 years. So
I was thinking we were about to
CO2?
talk about
Break
this
that
on the
down.
podcast and said
no,
you're
I
airing it all out
didn't. We
here.
haven't. You been part of it.
I've been spoke about it. So basically, you know, I went back and forth with a few dudes that supposed to be street dudes, and some dudes is unknown. So basically, they got mad at me because I sat down with Wax.
But here goes the thing, man.
like,
Did they get mad at you because you
Wax.
sat down with me? Or they get mad at you because Adam giving you an opportunity is going to boost you and
This before Adam gave me
and
the
sitting down with Wack,
you first.
believe it or not, sitting down, Wack got to follow him like Ant got to follow him. It's a percentage of my people that already follow you,
Yeah.
but follow me. And then it's a percentage that didn't know about you, and because we did that, now they know about you. But I challenge everybody. Listen, $100,000. My name is Cash McElroy Jones. I don't
Elroy
even
is
have
crazy.
one gang name. Whack 100 is not a gang name. It's an entertainer's name created in 2010. I got off parole in 0203. That don't count. Nigga, all you got to do is go use Dale Dog's name, Liddell Rawls, pull the paperwork up, and go through it.
E40 does call the cops the Elroys as well, oddly enough.
That's all you got to do.
So that's what it's about. So like I'll be telling motherfuckers because I dealt with the confidential informant shit before. Like my cases, it was a lot of them. So I tell people, all right, let's just say hypothetically he is CS2 back this motherfucker that y'all want to paint him out to be. I would never know because I wasn't the one compromised. I'm not the police.
But bro, and here's the thing. It says he's a low-level drug dealer who was in fear that his family in the main streets will be hurt.
That's who CS2 back supposed to be.
That's what it say. I'm not from Main Street. I don't got no family live in Main Street. That's an all Main Street case. Stutterbox will tell you. He just called me yesterday. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell you why I look at the streets of L.A. funny.
I bet Travis Ford knows who
No,
it
on
is.
Power Room, why I look at it funny.
Yeah.
They watched Stutterbox pull up in a Rolls Royce to the court building for 9 months, get out by himself, walk in there, courtroom full of Crips and Muslims, take the stand and get out. Ain't nobody do or say nothing. 9 months. I know because he used to call me after he left. Niggas ain't gonna do nothing, they know.
Wait,
Hey, look,
But at the courtroom, that shit kind of safe, though. This shit get tricky to do something
Hey,
like the
look,
courtroom.
no, but look, see, look, bam.
No, it ain't.
Look, no, so this.
How many niggas ain't got took off in the...
This another point I be wanting to make, and that's what I be talking about when you be talking about you a gangster and you thugging and you got smoke with motherfuckers. You supposed to have this attitude that you don't give a fuck. So all the time, right? This what people gonna say.
Yeah.
So I tell niggas all the time, like, all right, you want me to have problem with somebody that you really don't got smoke with. At the least, you might see them and go back and forth, and somebody get between y'all.
They not even doing that with
Y'all
me.
might not even fight. Let me just give y'all might fight.
Yeah.
Y'all not trying to shoot each other, unalive each other, but you want me to have some type of beef. You know what I'm saying? And dudes be out here faking, bro. Like dudes be out here faking, bro.
but they be embarrassing each other at the court tanks now and like making
So,
that
No,
content.
niggas
what
get
a
took
dude
off
gonna
on
say.
in court.
So if a dude see a snitch right now, then you be like, oh, bro, you said dude was a dude, you on this, why you didn't get on him? Oh, man,
Listen.
shit, what you mean? He probably had the police following him, the police watching him. He the police. That's what it's always gonna be. Somebody always gonna find an alternative to why they didn't do something, bro. Or niggas want me to crash out, but that's how you talking, like a crash out.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, right? You was at Wayside with all them niggas.
Yeah, for sure.
Trust and believe. If Wack the Power Rule would have been involved in their case, you would have known then. This a fact. I was never now I was victimized because Stutterbox told them that I was transporting drugs in my diesels for Suge Knight. If you go read the book Murder Rap by Greg Cadence, go to the chapter Stutterbox. You see my pictures, Suge pictures.
Yeah.
And they did a full 9 months tracking devices on all my diesels, following the diesels, the whole shot. Raided the crib. People say,
The trucking operation was a front for trafficking, is the implication they were making.
We got to hear about the trucking
Listen,
stuff.
I had $300,000 contracts on each truck with BMW, Porsche, Volkswagen, Audi.
Yeah.
When they come in, we took them to the dealers, right?
Germany.
I still got my rig sitting up at the yard right now today, immaculate. Get in it whenever I want, right? So they did all that. It's in the book. They raided the crib, right? So when they raided the crib, they find my baby mama's pistol, right? So then here comes the thing. Well, you an ex-con, what you doing around a pistol? I own 5 houses in that area, another 8 in Atlanta, and I had four units at the time in Oklahoma, right? I haven't been a resident of California since 2002. You can't put me living in a house that I don't live in. That's where my baby mama, my kids is at. If that's the case, it's another house in my name around the corner and another one on the east side.
It's registered to her, the gun?
Yeah, that's her gun.
Yeah.
That's her shit, registered to her shit. It was
Yeah.
a fucking 6-shot something, right?
Can I give you a 5-minute limit and then meet me in the other room?
I've been waiting on
Pause.
you. I've been waiting on
I just had to
pause,
make one
bro.
phone call. I just came
No,
in
they
here
told
to...
me you was filming and editing.
No.
Remo told me to come back here.
No, I had
you
to call.
said,
I was calling Gumby.
who call from Hoover?
Mm.
Yeah, Gumby's a trip. He's a trip.
Oh, man. I can't wait to have him on here, man.
Gumby's a trip. Yeah, Gumby did a lot of years, got a big settlement. But if you're ready to roll, we can roll.
All right, we could do a smooth exit, though. I'll leave, and
Last
then you leave a
question I
couple
got
minutes
for you,
later.
sir. Hey, so random. This has nothing to do with no street shit or nothing. Nigga, I seen it was a random ass Cole Bennett and Baby Tron vlog where I guess you had let them use that same
My Chevy.
yeah. How the fuck you know who was that through? Cole Bennett or Baby Tron?
You must ain't been in the game long.
I ain't know you and Baby
You ain't
Tron.
see now. You just told that you new to the game. Everybody know how I broke Blueface. Okay, I had Tatiana.
Yeah.
I did the Tatiana remix for YG. Verse, Lyrical Lemonade was on fire.
Oh,
Biggest thing ever.
yeah, say that.
He shot that. Then I did it with Cardi B.
He had already
Then
shot
I did it
the-
with Cardi B.
yeah.
Cole Bennett shot that.
He
My
also
Chevy,
shot Bleed 'Em by
That look,
Blueface
that's
before
not
that.
a fake Chevy flying around. That's my real Chevy.
Yeah.
That's a real motherfucking
And
car.
he asked you to borrow it for Baby Tron or some shit?
Yeah, he called me. He came to my house.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
He came to my
your
house.
crib.
He came to my house. My homeboy Rambo was in town. So I had my homeboy Rambo from my neighborhood. He in the back seat hitting the switches off the remote.
Yeah, I seen
That's my driveway.
All right, for
literally
sure.
at
I
my
was like,
house.
what the fuck?
But
It
that's
makes sense now, the blue fit.
But
All right.
but the significance to that video is he was shooting it with his iPhone. It's
Yeah.
like 4
the
5 years ago.
whole video was an
The
iPhone
whole
music
video was iPhone.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still got I got a bike to match it. Now, when I got big deals open, I won't ride my motorcycle low ride.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous. You know that new shit catch on fire. When you see me back on hogs and low riding, that's because everything is rolling smooth. But right now I got too much open shit. My business partner, we opened up a club in Hollywood, Florida, Club Babylon. We gonna be able to go down there and do something too.
Word.
This nigga yesterday get hit on his bike. I said, I told you.
Yeah, that's
bike
just
shit be
scary.
Crazy.
That's just scary.
My homie just fell off his bike.
Yeah, when
broke
you
right
got
through the
shit
ribs,
going
all
on, you
type
got
of-
to
yeah.
eliminate the possibility of certain things happening.
Nah, 100%.
Because the shit I got going on, I gotta be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, them bikes
I gotta
get
be
treacherous
here.
out here in LA.
But,
Niggas be weaving in and out of traffic. I'm like, what the fuck?
Those up and coming YouTubers, bloggers, artists, go to the 100 Show IG page, click the link. You've been exposed, me and Flacco. I'm interviewing you on the 100 side of Clubhouse on my channel. Flacco, when he says click this link right here, whatever link that you're liking and choice, he placing it there, and we sharing it in our stories, all for a punk stack. Holla at us. We hustling.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody move. Nobody get hurt.
Man, come on, man. I don't want no smoke.
And is this your first time like being in front of Wax since we did that pod that one time? The first time?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
So like this is your first time to really get to like get some of those sentiments off because I know a lot of your fans had a lot of questions about that and shit.
Oh yeah. But you already know, man. It ain't even just for them too. It's for them, but not just for them. You know, like, cause I never really looked into the whole thing about the CS back thing. So look, this what happened. So I was doing like in my YouTube space. I got a lot of content about Wack. You know what I'm saying? Like Wack just told y'all, like, man, I'll do some bitch shit sometimes and left politics, so I'll be calling Wack out on some stuff.
Yeah.
Wack ain't never said nothing, you know what I'm saying? He ain't seen all my content. So
Right.
when I did do some content on the CS back thing, that's when he decided to say something back. You know, he like, well, hey, you know, you some, yeah, and Hefe some bozo. So when he said bozo, really I don't be letting shit bother me, but I ain't gonna lie, when he said that bozo shit, that kind of bothered me. And I'm like, what, this nigga talking about bozo? So, you know, I hopped on the phone, called somebody I knew had his line, like, hey man, call that nigga Wack, bro. Like, what he talking about? Like, bozo, you feel me? Like, a nigga pull up on him wherever he at, bro. Like, a nigga bozo, who a bozo? Like, nigga, I ain't never been a bozo. So Wack get on the line, boom, he called Wack. He like, nah, man, you know, you just shooting content. Wack just, you know what I'm saying, doing content. He put Wack on the line. Wack like, man, you know, you be on bullshit, nigga. Whoa, you know what I'm saying? You been shooting content about me. I ain't never said nothing, but you know, you basically called me a snitch, bro. You
This
know, you
before
can't get
the
mad.
interview, right?
Yeah,
Like,
before that's what led up to the interview.
Yeah.
So he basically like, you know, you basically called me a snitch, and I'm like, nigga, I ain't call you a snitch, nigga. I'm doing the content. I'm reacting to the content and giving my opinion, and my opinion didn't say that you was a snitch, nigga. I just said I wouldn't know if you see us two back. So long story short, that's what led to me and him having an interview. He like, well, look, bro, I've been trying to interview you for a minute. He like, you know what I'm saying, nigga, come do the interview, and whatever questions you want to ask me or, you know, problems you got, you can lay it, you know what I'm saying, on the table. And I'm like, for sure. But like, it wasn't never really like no smoke. That's the only thing I really had a problem with the bozo comment. But just me doing content on them niggas think, because I can do like three specials on Lush, and all of a sudden me and Lush beefing. And if I'm in the content saying F Lush and I'm trying to get up on Lush, then you know it's smoke. But I ain't never said I was trying to get up on this nigga and all this nigga's a bitch and all this and that. I'll just be like, oh man, this some bullshit. You know, like he selected politics and he picking and choosing. Or this, you know what I'm saying, this look like some, you know what I'm saying, borderline police shit like that.
But so when you actually did the sit down with him, and it was a cool vibe. There wasn't no weird energy.
Yeah.
Everything was chill afterwards. Like, did some of your
because
fans
it was never no smoke. Like
Right.
one thing about it, bro, if it's smoke, I'm not about to be coming in, nigga, on no friendly shit. Like niggas that know me, look, bro, I'm not about to get up here on camera and put on no motherfucking alter ego, no fake ass tough character, bro. I did a lot of time, bro. I've been from juvenile hall, I did camp programs, bro. I did CYA, I did the state, bro, and I did the feds, bro. And nigga, I walked every yard, and I ain't never been on no PC yards, bro. Niggas know what's up with me, bro. Like, nigga, I'm a firm nigga, and I'm not a friendly nigga, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm open to shit, but like, nigga, I ain't no friendly nigga, bro. And I always handle my business, bro.
Yeah, nah. I can see that being super frustrating. Like building your whole life standing on these principles, and not in a glamorous way, because like going to
I don't
being
glamorize it. I was just doing it. Like a lot of niggas glamorize it. Like a lot of niggas like to tell you, oh, I'm a trophy. A lot of niggas was doing this shit to get recognition. I was just a nigga coming up in South Central LA, and I allowed this to be my circumstances. Like nigga could have played sports and all. I could have did other shit, but this is what I was passionate about, and this is what I was into.
How long you did?
Where I did the game?
Just overall, like all time together.
Shit, nigga, probably over a dub, nigga.
Word?
Damn, that's crazy.
That's strong, bro. I just did
strong.
10 in the feds, bro.
Yeah.
Before 10 in the feds, I did like 4 in Pelican Bay. Before the 4 in Pelican Bay, I did like 2 in YA. I did like another 15 months in High Desert / Tehachapi on a 4 yard, good yard, before they changed it into a shoe. You know what I'm saying? Then like shit, I did just like juvenile hall. I did like 4 camp programs, 6 months to 9, 8 months at a time. Like, I got a gang of time. Bro.
Hey, so one year you came home?
2021.
Oh, so not even that long ago.
So I came home 2021. I was out for like 15 months. Then I went back.
Oh, word.
I went back. I had caught a new case. So I was in a halfway house. I went home on home confinement. They tried to hit me on some bullshit, talking about I was had a dirty drug test and I wasn't even smoking. So I'm like, well, let me piss on the spot. Like, I ain't dirty. Yeah. So they wasn't going for it. They was about to send me back to jail. So I snatched my ankle monitor off right there on the spot. Like, well, shit, catch me in the street. So I go to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, hit in the casino for like 25 racks, get stopped on the highway, go to jail, go to Pahrump, get sent to MDC LA. I beat the case. Judge asked me what happened. I told her why I cut my ankle monitor off. I'm like, look, man, you know, I've been out 10 months. I just did 10 years. Said I've been in a halfway house. I've been drug testing compliant. I ain't had one dirty. Why 30 days when I'm about to get off ankle monitor? I would choose to get it dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, so they was trying to send me back to jail when I asked them if I could piss on the spot to show that I'm clean and they might have a mix up, and they wasn't trying to hear me. So I cut the ankle monitor off, and she was like, you know, yeah, she was like, understand it, like, yeah, like, you know, like I understand, like, you feel me? So she threw the case out. They wasn't expecting her to throw the case out. They supposed to release me, didn't release me, kept me, held me an extra 9 months, sent me to a federal yard, the yard that the nigga C-Mac on right now, Mendota, sent me there. I did probably like 45 days there.
That's an active yard?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's an active yard. No, the homies up there, yeah. I ain't been on no PC yard, no 50-50 yard, none of that, bro. Every yard I've been on active, that's an active yard. So I go there, do 45 days, and they release it. Nigga, it just came out of nowhere, gave me an immediate release, like on Valentine's Day. Like, oh, man.
2022 then, right?
Yep, 2023.
Oh, word. So not even. So what's
I
the
got
long?
caught in 2022. I got out 2021. Then I got caught like mid 2022. Then I got out 2023, and I've been out ever since.
You done more time than you out inside than you've been literally on the streets in your life.
For sure.
1,000%.
But when I'm on the streets, I make it impactful though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, but what's crazy though, but what's crazy is like it's literally probably only been 3 or 4 years of you being outside, damn near. But with the exception of you being a little ass kid.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like when you're over 10, 11 years old, like.
No, see, but with it, all them times I had increments, so I was that nigga like. Everybody, like, our generation shit, like, they got that story. I was that nigga, like, I'd be out for, like, 6 months at a time. Just about a year at a time every time I got out type shit.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers will see me, be like, man, hey, when you going back to jail? Because I'd be out for, like, but the police, it was like the police, and I was active.
No, they was
I
saving your room for
but
you.
the police was like, you should tell me, like, the police told me, like, bro, you active, like, and at that time, like, gangbanging was different, so you got to understand, like, A-Trays was real active back then, so nigga, I was like one of the activist niggas over there, bro. So the police kept me in jail, like, oh yeah. As soon as they heard I was out, like, oh yeah, come on, you going back to jail for this?
It was
so
on your bumper.
on my
like,
bumper.
Ain't no way.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah,
damn,
for
that's
real.
a lot of time, bro.
For sure.
You know, glad that you out doing your shit and, you know, doing what you want to be doing.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's break that pattern now. You feel me?
Oh no,
like,
no,
you
that's
ain't
broke
gotta-
for sure. Then
Yeah.
like I said, I've been out for some years now, and that's broke. Like I would have been back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been back, bro. Like I said, that's what I be saying. Like I would have been back, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like trouble, that was like first nature, bro. Like it was easy. And then, like I said back then, there was a lot of stuff going on. Like this before social media and all that, bro. So you know, like bro, it was like really active in them streets. Like right now, you could just get on social media, pop it, show some dollars. You know what I'm saying? Smell good, look good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look handsome to the ladies, and you gonna be a joint. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you like really had to like go get that shit out the mud, bro. Like,
Hey, so some of these joints out here be stanking. To be honest, they don't even smell good. Like, it's crazy. Like,
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right, we'll wait till you get back this time.
damn, look. Okay.
Man, what's going on today, bro? Yeah, it's been a whole lot, man. Even when Lush get back, we'll hop into what's going on with Diddy. I've still been trying to keep up to see, cause like he might be getting released today. We don't know yet. They saying at 5 p.m. Eastern time we should be finding out. So what is it in? It's like 3:41. So yeah, maybe about 5 o'clock today we'll find out.
Damn. So I was telling me he was
Oh yeah, crazy.
found guilty. He beat it.
So look, he didn't beat it, but he was found guilty on 2 counts. Oh, let's really wait till Lush. Let's pull it up now. Fuck it. So he got found guilty on
counts.
Yeah, so he didn't get found guilty on the RICO, and he got guilty. All right, yeah. So here's exactly the verdict right here. So Diddy verdict on the racketeering charge, not guilty. On sex trafficking, Cassie, not guilty. Transportation for prostitution, he was guilty. Sex trafficking, Jane Doe, not guilty. And then transportation for prostitution, guilty. So out of the 5 charges, he was guilty on 2 charges, and the RICO charge not being not guilty was the major thing that everybody was like, oh shit, he's getting out, because like that's the main shit that was gonna hold the most weight, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
So with you know what I'm saying, you basically just said you a veteran with how this law shit go. How much time do you see him getting based off these 2 guilty charges he got with the transportation of prostitution and transportation for prostitution.
So with me, I ain't gonna say like
Of two different people.
I'm a veteran of the law, but I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
know in a good extensive information, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to law. Now, like the sex stuff, it be kind of tricky. Like, now I've been around people who have been locked up for them charges, like pimps and stuff like that. Like pimps usually have charges like that, and it really depend on like what's the nature of it, like what happened, you know what I'm saying, what you make them do, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. And even like people be hearing like the RICO, even a RICO is like for real, that's like I want to say like zero, like the 20 years. It only holds 20 years. You feel me? So like, man, like it really just depend on because see, 2 of them charges they found them guilty on, they had them charges twice.
Yeah.
It looked like it said not guilty and then came back and said guilty.
Because it's 2 different chicks.
Form.
There's the Jane Doe chick. So he got found guilty of prostitution for her.
Free
and then
Diddy.
for Cassie as well.
So she don't want her name disclosed.
She's going as Jane Doe. And everybody, they've been having, they've been having their conspiracies on who they believe it is. One of the ex chicks that he was messing around with. But with that being said,
Who are some of the speculations?
oh damn, what's our girl name? She's been making names and everyone's been going around running with the
Oh yeah, we gotta look and see what that
Who are the potential Jane Does?
not Jane Doe, like, but what that hold, because like it really depends on the nature, depending on how much time they can give him on that.
Yeah, it's his ex-girlfriend, but I gotta remember her
Bro,
name.
you guys don't get it. He's gonna probably get like no time whatsoever. He might get 18 months.
Oh yeah, might be.
So
I thought I saw 10 years was the projected.
Hell nah.
I personally think he's getting bonded out today. I think we'll be seeing Diddy walk out at 5 p.m. today. I think he's gonna post like a $1 million bill, and I think he's gonna walk home today.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be some type of stipulations and shit.
Until he gets sentenced, that yeah, most definitely they do that in the feds too. And being that he got found guilty for the lesser charges, I could see him getting out on bail and ankle monitor, being able to sit at home, you know what I'm saying, until the whole little court proceedings and sentencing is over with and all that.
I think that's more than highly likely what's probably gonna go. The fact that he, they're saying Diddy just beat the feds and niggas was not, everybody, they was trying to throw life at this nigga. Life is crazy.
Sure.
So for even if a nigga get 2 years, 5 years, that shit hit way harder than when a nigga saying life. That shit hit different, bro. So
y'all
heard about this conspiracy?
You got my lighter.
About this conspiracy theory? They was trying to say that a tape was leaked or something with like some high profile people saying that basically Diddy was gonna beat it, like basically like look basically you gonna do some time, we gonna make you do 18 months, embarrass you, you know what I'm saying, but we gonna let you come home, you know what I'm saying.
Niggas be having some crazy. I seen shit like that too, but I don't be knowing what to believe.
but regardless regardless of the we're gonna embarrass you, quote unquote, and like the hyperbole that comes with saying something like that, I think that's essentially what's really gonna wind up happening. And look, I'm batting 1,000. Every single prediction I've made on this case has come right. We have all the tape.
So what were some of the predictions you had?
I said, and so as soon as the Cassie beatdown evidence was thrown out, I said he has officially won the case. The entire prosecution hinges, thank you, upon this evidence, and with this being gone, he's gonna basically win everything else. They have no fucking case. And then pretty much every other thing I've said has been proven true. People said I was crazy with that, and I said all the testimony from the when they're from all of the sex workers.
I can remember early old Butchie B was rooting for him, said that free Diddy, he was gonna beat it. I had the assumption that they was gonna do him like they did Bill Cosby. He was gonna go to jail, do some time, and get out. I was saying to do a few years type little situation, and we gonna let you out how they did Bill Cosby. Now you gotta understand, Bill Cosby was way more beloved than P. Diddy.
They did Cosby way worse though, if you think about it too.
How long Cosby do?
Regardless of the fact
long
that
did Cosby do?
Not that long, but he's in the twilight of his life. He's like, you feel me? That
Cosby
hit
was
different.
Cosby was allegedly roofing people and sucking toes.
And that's what I'm saying.
And doing
Come
like
on,
crazy.
what
Like, what you mean
It was
they
a
did
different
wrong?
time,
ain't no
bro.
doing
No,
man. That nigga was roofing these hoes. That nigga was going too crazy.
Yeah, Jello
Now
in the
this-
pudding, man.
Shit, if anything, he was doing a little worse than Diddy at this point.
For
Look,
sure.
Diddy just freaky. After all this shit, like that's one thing we learned. This nigga Diddy's a wild boy. Like I don't see any nigga want to really.
We knew he was wild though, and guess what?
We ain't know he was the wildest shit, bro. Ain't no way in hell you let a nigga put a nut on your.
No,
nipples.
you're right. That's diabolical.
What are we talking about?
However,
Bad semen on your nipples.
Like
That
what are we
was
talking?
at least
that's
we-
the craziest shit I could have heard. I would have
For
never
sure.
expected none of
Sure.
that.
at least we know what the
Sure.
baby oil was from. It was for him to slip and slide his way through the legal system with no ramifications. He is not gonna do no real serious time. If he gets 18 months, it's a mere formality. He'll do 85% of that, which is right, the mandatory in the feds, 85% time.
Yeah, then I got
So-
the little time cut.
And he already got
little
time
programs
served.
and all that.
He been in there for
And
like
then
11
like he a person that never been in trouble, so he going to he'll walk that day. It'll be way less than ATL. He'd be like like a year or less and be out of there type situation.
They were going back and forth, deliberating on like little, like small minutia regarding the trafficking charges, which I also said several months ago, that's what they might be able to get him on, is drug trafficking. Because not even sex trafficking, drug trafficking.
which they didn't hit him with, by the way.
Which they didn't even hit him with. You
Yeah.
feel me?
All right. So, Cassie Ventura's lawyer, Doug Whittaker, says he spoke to her and she's pleased. Sean Combs has been found guilty of 2 federal crimes, something that's never happened before, and happy she shined a light on his behavior. Let's see the lawyer speak.
Would have liked to
Or here
see
it
a
is.
conviction on the sex
pulls up
crimes
Bill
and RICO
Yards.
counts. But we're pleased that he's been held responsible for something, which is something that hasn't happened in his lifetime. And we're hopeful that ultimately he receives a substantial sentence for what he's done. And we're pleased that Cassie's brought to light everything that has happened in this trial. I just spoke with her and with the U.S. Attorney's Office team, and she's in a good place. She's pleased that again that the jury has found him liable, or guilty of 2 federal crimes.
What was her reaction?
And I've issued a statement as well on our Twitter as well. Her reaction is what I just said. Her reaction was that she was pleased that he's been found guilty and held responsible of 2 federal crimes, something that he's never been held responsible in his entire life. And she's happy that in November of 2023 she came forward and shined a light on this and brought other people forward who have various civil claims, and so we'll see what happens with the sentencing. All right, thank you very much.
Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Did he beat the case? You mad? Sorry, fucking Cassie. She up fucking like 15, 20 M's. That fool probably ate 60% of that shit. He's psyched too. We don't give a fuck what that J-Cat has to say. You feel me?
Nah, this looking crazy. Everybody, even all right. So look, Aubrey O'Day, which is she was a part of Danny DeCane. She was a Diddy artist back in the day.
Big fan.
She reacted to Diddy being found not guilty of RICO and sex charges. Josh, if you could play the clip.
He used to knock those. He used to knock that too, though.
So that is
Bro, she bad. I
obviously
seen her in
an
person up
enormous
there.
win.
She's super
Oh
bad.
my God.
The jury
Top
did
tier.
Not
Yeah.
guilty on Cassie,
Yeah.
not guilty on
It's a
RICO.
huge blow
No
to
way
Cassie.
that Jane is going to be
Beautiful,
guilty.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes me physically ill.
Lobby.
Sure.
And the prosecution strategy
financially
with showing
hurt.
that video, or with knowing that video was going to be shown to the jury, was domestic abuse. Did
Wolf
happen.
is
They
silent.
said, look, domestic abuse happened, but there
Wolf
was no
is
sex
silent.
Right.
trafficking. There was no racketeering, and it seems like the jury.
If we're talking about count 2 here, the forcible sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, that means the jury has concluded there was
Cassie
force
probably
or
feels so
fraud or
horrible.
coercion involved in that. It could still be that the jury finds,
Ronnie.
yes, a person
I'm gonna
was
vomit.
moved across state lines for the personal purpose of prostitution. That's count
All right,
3.
hey Josh, go to
which may
Instagram
not-
and go to academics page right quick. He just Cassie's lawyer just released a statement basically saying they want the judge not to let Diddy out. Let's read that. If you can make it a little bigger or lush, if you can see that shit, because I can't.
It's kind of hard to read. We
All right, we write as counsel for Cassandra Ventura to respectfully request that the court deny Mr. Combs to be released pending his sentencing on his 2 convictions under 18 U.S.C. 2421, pursuant to the Bail Reform Act, 18 U.S.C. 1343. 2, detention is mandatory post-conviction on these charges, and Ms. Ventura believes that Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testified in this case, including herself, as well as to the community. We thank the court for its time and attention to this matter. Respectfully, Douglas H.
That's not a really compelling letter, to be honest. I don't see that moving any needles in the courtroom.
But it just made me think about Kid Cudi ass. Cause that nigga Kid Cudi show took his ass up there, the motherfucker testifying. That nigga Diddy look like he coming home. So if anybody, that nigga Cudi, you better watch the fuck out. That nigga Diddy coming for your ass.
Hey, I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice, and I see Cudi.
Don Richard, Kid Cudi, who also testified up there.
So you don't think the judge feels compelled in any way to take this in consideration that he would be a threat? Seeing as
based on that letter specifically?
No. Well, no, the letter's asking for him to consider it. I think based on the testimony and like all the other stories that have come out about how powerful he is and other people who've been affected by him who necessarily weren't in this case but still somehow brought into this case, like Kid Cudi.
I mean, there's no real compelling evidence. If he beat the case, he's had the majority of these charges dismissed. All that's out the window. At this point, it's merely allegations which have been proven unsubstantiated and unfounded. Why the fuck would this little formal letter saying, "Oh, but he might hurt people's feelings. He's a mean guy. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, because I feel like if they believe that shit, then he would have been found guilty in the courtroom. And don't get me wrong, I feel like Diddy is definitely a shitty ass nigga. But with that being said, I think the judge and them, I seen them hooking up barricades and all type of shit like they just finna let this nigga go. That's what I took from it. Lauren LaRosa, she been doing a hell of a job. The chick from the Breakfast Club, she's been outside the courtroom almost every single day since the trial has started, or she's been inside the courtroom as well. And from a video I just seen her posted like an hour or two ago, they were like putting extra barricades and shit up. I seen that, assuming that at 5 o'clock they might let him post that $1 million bill and let him leave. But it is interesting though to see, because you got people like Kid Cudi, Don Richards, they all testified against him. How do you think? All right, worst case scenario, he does a year or two or whatever, he gets out. But all right, how do you think his career plays out after all of this? Is Diddy still gonna be Diddy? Like,
yep.
Yeah, I think the only thing he loses in this situation, because wasn't nobody really hurt, I think the only thing he loses in this situation is probably some of the family ties, but probably over time they might, merge back, because I don't know, it's just gossip, but I heard like his daughters, like doing a trial, like his daughters and like some of like the family members was kind of like wasn't feeling what was being said and was kind of like saying that some of this stuff they starting to see from a standpoint now. When they was younger, they was naive to it, but being that some of this stuff is being mentioned, that it might ring true and be true. So it's just, at the end of the day, it just depends on how much family mean to him. But other than that, shit, he still got his money, shit. So
shit.
I mean,
I seen a video of his saying the whole family, them niggas outside dancing.
Yeah, his sons are definitely supporting him.
Nigga, and the daughters.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, they outside celebrating like,
that's
nigga,
gossip
this is
then, for sure.
a pure W to them. Like, there's a video, we could probably find a clip, but there's a video of Christian Combs. He outside the courthouse, motherfucking, he two-stepping and shit, celebrating, you know what I'm saying? But not even on a family level. I'm talking about career-wise. Diddy, he's always been somebody who had liquor bottles and all these big plat. Like, he had Revolt at one point, and with this case, he ended up selling it. Revolt didn't want anything to do with him. What do you see him doing career-wise moving forward? Will he be able to get back into business with all these major companies, or do you think everyone's going to kind of like exile him and like treat him a little different?
It's definitely going to put a pause, like in the momentum, 1,000%. You know what I mean?
Always deal with people as a silent partner, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't. He's definitely not going to be broke, regardless. But there's for sure, like, there's so many. A lot of these corporations that they're super left leaning, they don't want to be involved with anybody that's controversial to that degree. They're gonna want to, even if they would typically want to work with him. Like, yeah, I don't think he's not gonna be completely just in the clear, just come home like this beloved figure or anything like that. I be joking when I'm saying half the shit I'm saying. I do think though that really like my
Within time, everything gonna blow over.
Yeah. With the time, things will blow over. But like my biggest, what I'm excited about more than anything is just like exposing the ineptitude of the DA. That's always a beautiful thing, and it just shows just how the inherent flaws in the legal system when there's somebody that's been walking around that we know has been doing janky shit, but there's no real way to actually convict him on anything, and the things that he's being accused of, half of them aren't even substantiated. So
I think he's still, you know what I'm saying, get the endorsements, because at the end of the day, it's just like, what really did he do wrong but allegedly abuse Cassie, and from what we seen on tape at the hotel, whoop on her, and what us as man view as, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't do the little semen on the nipples thing. But other than that, like, a lot of people in like high art places like participate in all type of activity that we wouldn't participate in. So,
there's a lot of gay weirdos with a lot of money running the industry. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but
they not looking at it like, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know, they not looking at it like, oh, Diddy's just, oh, he's the devil, he's just this demon.
Nah, but I was more just like, look at this guy's clearly unethical business practices over the years. Look at the fact that like the majority of the artists that he signed are either dead, incarcerated, or hate him. And that's like,
that's a big fact too, though.
That's like a good
It goes to
80%.
show what type of nigga you is, though, because like all your artists that you had in the past, they all got some, like, you know what I'm saying, grievances with you about shit. So it showed you he wasn't really doing good business on that end. And then the fact that a lot of them are dead too. You know, even the nigga Sean. You remember Sean from back in the day?
You got Sean, you got Big, Black Rob, Craig Mack. They're all dead.
Nah, Sean not dead. But
No. Sean is the fucking. Sean is deported for the rest of his life. You feel me? Like, yeah.
I think he's back. I think I seen that nigga do a Breakfast Club recently to keep it 100. Man,
that's dope.
Unless I'm tripping.
He's like that fool was royalty in Belize. He like became like the president of the country,
like mayor. Yeah,
he was like the president. Fool. Yeah. He was high up there. But nah, excuse me. G Dep got a LWAP. You feel me? That fool. R.I.P. Craig Mack, R.I.P. Black Rob, R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. Like that's pretty crazy when you look at all these people that he's so closely associated with.
Yeah, 100%. One thing I did find interesting, I don't know if y'all seen Young Miami post like right after this recently.
No, what she say?
She just posted like a little Justin Bieber meme. I don't know what she was trying to say. But
what
it sounded like
Justin Bieber meme?
We could pull it up, but
yeah, because that's.
I found it interesting because Young Miami was not. She didn't show up to any of the courtroom.
Was she even brought up in the case?
She wasn't brought up in the case. She didn't show up to the trial at all. And as soon as Diddy beat it, she out here like trying to like show a little support.
But they were alleging that she was gonna.
They were saying that her name was gonna get brought up. There was speculation that her name.
Yeah, there's a lot. They thought for sure.
I said, why all these, man? That's what I be saying. So like these women, like.
So this was hold on. This was Young Miami's reaction to finding out that Diddy.
So fucking.
You know, beat majority of the cases. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised she'd be at the freak off tonight.
For sure, she had the freak off.
They saying Diddy trying to prepare for the July 4th freak off. He's trying to get out tonight. He might be out at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all think how
4th of July freak off.
Okay,
4th of July freak off is fireworks.
Let me address it. Let me address this super chat. Because we have people that are fucking have low ass IQs. This retard named Queese said $5. Lush, it's annoying seeing you live. First of all, can you scroll up, please? Thank you.
Read all the super chats.
No, I want to read this one first.
You can read this one.
Thank you. Lush is annoying as fuck watching you live every day. The Cassie video was shown in court multiple times, including was examined and cross-examined. Yes, you fucking smooth-brained retard, and then it was deemed inadmissible evidence because they couldn't get the unaltered version of it that CNN had. I'm not fucking lying. I'm just educated, you fucking retard. Now go clock in. Your shift's not done. You feel I was about to say the F. I was gonna call you an F slur.
My boy Lush on.
I'm gonna call you an F slur. Dumbass.
Shout out to everybody that become a member. 3TWTC. Shout out to you before becoming a member. Brick sent donation, said, Wack and Flacco teaming up. Call it Law and Order.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That is
Yeah, make sure y'all send in super chats. We're reading all super chats. Rebecca Ballin, shout out to you. Shout out to Courtney C. Shout out to Awkward, Midnight Tactics Media. Shout out to Gotti for all becoming members.
And shouts out to people that spent $5 to look stupid as a motherfucker. Like, you feel me? Dumb as hell, bro. Trying to say, come on, it's called inadmissible evidence.
So in more courtroom news, this actually happened outside of the courthouse. Remy Ma got into a courthouse altercation with the daughter of the man her son allegedly murdered.
I'm Steve Lacey.
And I'm Natasha Verma. 23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Astoria where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jason Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation. As for Jace Scott, he appeared alongside his mom, Remy Ma, in the hit show Love and Hip Hop. She's one of the biggest names in hip hop and has been since 2006. She also has something of a lengthy rap sheet and has done 6 years in prison on a gun crime. But none of that mattered to the folks that we talked to here in Astoria.
It doesn't matter if it's a celebrity or not. If you commit a crime, you're supposed to be paid for the crime you committed.
It could be anybody. It doesn't matter. You know.
The streets is talking, guys.
Their mother's famous or father's. It doesn't matter.
We got the police station on the corner with the police station, so not too many things happening here. They happen around here, but not in here. It's really difficult.
We received a statement from Remy Ma's attorney about Jace Scott. That came in late this afternoon. They said that Remy Ma hoped to publicly address this. She's been advised not to. So they told us, quote, nevertheless, Remy Ma is committed to proving Jason's innocence and supporting her child during this time. We stand by Jason's innocence and hope the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth. Now, back out here live, we should also tell you that a second man, a man by the name of Richard Swigert, was...
Bro, Remy Ma's a character out of Power at this point. She's like literally,
man. What? She on her Tasha shit?
She is like the real life Tasha, bro.
All right. So here's the actual altercation of the. So the chick to the right, her.
To beat you up.
Oh yeah.
To beat you up too. Trying to beat you up. Come downstairs. You know you in front of the courthouse trying to act like you're tough. Yeah. Stop. Yeah, let's go around the corner. Let's go around the corner. Come on, let's go.
Fuck, dog.
Like your mother's ugly? Like your mother's ugly? Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Just watch.
Yeah, okay. We could test her right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't.
No makeup.
But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see what's up? Oh, okay. Beat you up.
So yeah, this raggedy ass fucking bitch, Remy, like, girl, like you would have thought I did something to you. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. I can never hug him. I can never kiss him. I can never say nothing else to him. You can see your son. You can speak to him. You can hug on him. You can say whatever. The fact of the matter is that I see this fucking lady, and she's looking at me with a whole attitude. When I tell y'all ice grilling as if her son was the victim. Like, miss, where's your remorse? Like, where's your sorriness? Where's your sadness? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what I go through with nobody. I would never want to see nobody die. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, bitch, nobody did nothing to you, you fucking gremlin. And you really acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody. Ugly ass. Then you acting tough in front of a courthouse. Like, bitch, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you don't want to go back, bitch. Like, what are we doing here? Come around the corner. You're really not fucking tough. Like, bitch is mad pussy. Like,
Wait, did she start, like, did the altercation start before she started filming? Because, like, per this footage, it looks like this chick that I was just talking was more the aggressor to me. Like, but if she was, like, grilling her beforehand, and that's what made her start filming, then I kind of get it. And I get, like, her being upset because it's her son that died. Like, I understand, or her father. Right?
Her father
that
was the
died.
one that was
Her
killed,
father that
and
died,
they're trying to say Remy Ma's son was either hired to murder him, which is kind of like,
why is Remy Ma's son being hired a gun?
That's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got two rich rapper parents.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you was on fucking Love and Hip Hop a couple of times. It's like, goes to show you that a lot of times all that shit be like, it's a facade. Like, just because your parents and shit rich, or, you know, it seemed like they are rich, because, like, I was seeing Papoose and them talk about their financial struggles recently. It goes to show you that you could never tell what the fuck somebody really have going on in their real life.
Well, yeah, if your mom was on Lean Back, you shouldn't have to, like, be a hired gun. I'm just saying.
100%. But shit, if you just watch the what's her name? Clarissa Shields? That's the boxer chick?
Yeah.
Shit, the Papoose and Remy Ma shit. Remy was trying to say Papoose was out here pawning shit, so it looked like the money might be a little funny. So the nigga was probably outside moving how he was moving. You know, he in New York, he in Queens, but they tried to say that he was hired to murder this 47-year-old guy allegedly. So that's the weird thing, is like, damn, it wasn't even like no one in his like age bracket, or wasn't like no gang violence or some shit. So it was like, wasn't even a robbery. So that's why we trying to figure out, like, what the fuck, what's the connection with you and this 47-year-old nigga? Like, unless this nigga was like, you know, the Pac-Man nigga. So I couldn't really put it together on what possibly could be the relationship there. But yeah, Remy outside the courtroom standing on business, and she's there, you know, she holding her son down. She's saying he's innocent.
Remy looking like Donkey off Shrek. They got her at the cold.
Yeah, now they got her right at the cold angle right there.
Damn.
And she still don't look terrible.
Nah, Remy fired though. I fuck with Remy. So what do y'all think? What do you think Papoose gonna do about all this shit?
I think Papoose is eating his popcorn and laughing his ass off right now.
I feel like Papoose a solid nigga. I don't think he laughing. I think he probably had a bond with the son. So I don't think Papoose that type of nigga to. But I definitely think
he's solid. I think he probably still got a relationship with the son.
Yeah, he a solid nigga if you ask me. So I could see him still, you know, keeping up with the son and shit, or having somewhat of a relationship. Him and Remy Ma might still get back together. How they moving?
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Cause if y'all was over, y'all think they taking it to the internet too much. When you taking it to the internet, you're not happily moved on. If you was happily moved on, it wouldn't be all that extra shit. Maybe it's on Remy's behalf and he's responding, but I don't think she happily moved on.
Yeah, probably so. I think more like emotions coming from like a woman's standpoint, but you know, like, social media is the new place to air all your beef and air all your problems. Like, for sure, that's what people go to. Man, you'll see somebody have a heated situation, you will watch it, and then, man, you go to somebody's, like, soon as it's over with, about a minute or two later, you on somebody's stories, man, they talking about some references to something, or making a post or something. Like, that's like the new way to vent, and some people, that's just, you know, that's the new.
There's no more Dear Diary. You feel me? There's no diary.
I mean, people probably still got their diaries, but shit, man, social media for sure is a form of expression.
Snapchat is their diary now, it seemed like. Especially these bitches. Like, they're so quick. Like even like, dude, if my girl gets mad at me, like, she's gonna say something on social media, or like,
let it be known.
There's gonna be like some little indication.
Yeah,
even
get
if
into
it's
a fight, get into a fight with your boyfriend. Oh yeah, I'm single. And like, there's a certain, are you getting to like, why you got to even post all that?
If a bitch says she's single,
like you scouting.
If a bitch, if I was in a relationship with a bitch and she said she's single, stay that way. I promise you. Like,
they be wanting it to be known. Like, you know how it goes.
Stay that way. You single, you gonna stay single.
You know how many times I ain't seen a female or a dude say that they single with they broad, and they be right back with them a few days later.
When you post, I'm single, you really not single. That's you just want to send a message to show motherfucker you mad.
Or like, show you mad, or get like a reaction out of it. Not only from your significant other, but from like,
from other people.
Yeah, like if all the bitches is like, oh hell yeah, what's up, Zaddy? Da, 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 da. And then your bitch finna be like, oh shit, he could get other pussy, damn. Da, da, da.
Nah, for sure. It definitely be, you know,
I mean, some people entertain shit when they mad. Don't mean they gonna actually go through with it. But some motherfuckers might be mad, entertaining some few texts or looking at some shit. Don't mean that you obviously go through and like hit something. But
no,
you know what I'm saying? In the mad stages, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody entertains some shit.
You know,
that's a step towards eventually hitting something.
100% though.
Yeah.
Once you start taking, you like, man, fuck it, then we beefing, we arguing anyway, so fuck it.
Planting the seed.
All right, so look, I think my boy Drake fucked up with this one. So, you know, the viral picture of Drake with the abs, everybody been on him. Like,
I just want to make it clear that if I could afford it, and just like if I had fuck you money like Drake, I'm buying abs too.
Nah,
why not?
You can't even do it.
Why not?
Fuck you money. Why do you give a fuck what your abs look like?
But this
because, bro, like, why not?
Just like
I'm Drake. I'm a pop star.
Like we said yesterday, like that's the same thing. I was like, we was talking about this same situation yesterday, and I was like, because they said him and Big Sean did it, and my thing was like both of them was regular sized dudes. They wasn't even like no dudes out of shape or no dudes that was big to even go in there and get this cut and get this surgery and had them cut up on you. They for real probably could have worked out and got that.
That's what I'm saying.
The loaves of bread is hilarious, bro.
Who was that?
That's Rick Ross posted this as a meme making fun of Drake. You know, they don't see eye to eye.
Oh, Ross funny.
Yeah, he's not.
But Ross body shaming someone, let's be honest, dog.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But do we know Rick Ross had any surgeries? It looked like Ross has been in the gym and he worked his naturally. We don't know.
Ross, if I no pun, no pun intended.
So you saying Ross got some surgery?
Hold on, dollars to donuts. That dude for sure got a gastric bypass. He for sure got a tummy tuck. You feel me? Yeah, that ain't natural, player.
Okay.
Word. Well then, Ross, you should have did the whole package and got the abs too. Then, nigga, like, I don't know why you stopped.
Aston Martin music.
Yo, it's crazy because they saying this the new BBL for niggas now. Like
this is the male BBL.
Hey,
but this is out of pocket.
Man, hey, look, you can't. So you trying to say Ross ain't got that bag?
He got that bag.
Oh, because I'm about to say if Big Sean did it, I know Ross
got
it.
Yeah,
Ross would probably, if he did this procedure to completion, look better than Big Sean. Because
Big Sean shit was looking crazy.
Yeah, because Big Sean has literally like my same muscle definition. Like I feel like I could beat Big Sean in an arm wrestling match. You feel me?
So.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Listen, you two jerks. That was my way of saying. That was my like self-deprecating way of saying he definitely does not have like the muscle mass to support it looking natural. Him having abs like that. Drake actually kind of look a little bit. It's disproportionate, but it looked more realistic than Big Sean.
They both look fucked up. I don't know. That shit look crazy on both ends, bro. Like,
what is it like? And like so like essentially what Adam told us yesterday is what Drake got was basically like his definition added to his stomach. So it's like essentially just like,
was it like sculpted?
Sculpted.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
that's what that shit look like.
That's basically what it is. So basically they go in and cut your fat out, and like the rest of the fat, they just sculpt it like into like the 6-pack or like
it's basically a scar, no? Essentially, like
crazy.
damn near like.
I mean, surgery, they got to go in and do it.
Well, here's the thing. So if Drake got super fat, he's still finna have that 6-pack on top of the fat.
Yeah, it's gonna look crazy.
That's gonna look crazy.
That's the thing with them surgeries, though. You got to maintain that, eat clean, do all type of stuff, because like you can't just go ahead and get that surgery and think you're gonna eat how you want to eat.
Has anyone ever taken roids and not worked out?
I ain't never took nothing.
No, not you guys. I'm just saying, like,
Hell no.
I mean, they don't work, right?
Yeah,
like you just get fat off of them.
100%.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not going to affect like it's just it really, per my understanding, like it stimulates the things that make you want to work out or whatever, right? Like it gives you the desire to do that type shit. Like, no, steroids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why like you
cycle, brother.
I've contemplated a cycle several times, brother.
Well, you know the white boys be on that shit. You ain't never did it
because I'm scared of like this. Two like side effects are really scary.
That thing make the pencil little and all type
Boom.
of stuff.
I ain't trying to, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to like be in that category. And shit. I ain't if it stimulate like pituitary growth or this or that, I ain't trying to get no motherfucking tumors and like get no weird disease.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me?
Most of the kids I knew who was doing that shit they were like baseball players and shit back in the day, like high school shit. If you doing that shit now, I don't know.
Yeah, like but at the same time, I want to be like I don't want to be I do want to be alive, but I don't want to be like an old man that just like I want to be like a sexy old man for these hoes.
Oh, so you finna do what Drake doing?
Yeah, I totally would if I had the bread.
Word.
No pun intended. If I had the bread.
Tell us where you get your abs from.
I want to be a sexy old man for these hoes.
You feel me? Like,
I feel
that's right.
Why not?
For sure.
Why not? But I'm down to put in the work. But I just feel like someone like me, even if I put in the most work possible and have the most dedicated regime, I still ain't finna be buff like that. I think I could use the Bandman Kevo.
We can't even call this the new Drake now, because like even
and that's no like I look at it as a good thing. Like Bandman Kevo and them were upset when I was like calling it like the Bandman Kevo surgery, but I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way.
the first person I ever seen do this shit was Funk Flex. Did y'all ever see Funk Flex when he got his shit?
Oh wow.
Did you see that shit?
I forgot. You just reminded
This
me.
was before Bandman Kevo. This was before Drake or any of these niggas. Funk Flex was the first nigga I seen.
Funk Master.
Funk Master Flex from New York.
Can we pull up the
I don't know if we could show that video on, but if Josh want to pull it up, we could watch it. But the video was looking crazy.
Is there like a pick? Is there like a final
man,
pick?
bruh? You gotta watch the video. When I seen that shit,
yeah.
I was like, bruh, there's no way niggas is doing this shit. Like,
We
this
never
shit-
see Funk Master Flex shirtless, so apparently it didn't go.
Well, in this video, he was shirtless and they was doing this shit like it hurt. Like I was like, ain't no way niggas is doing this shit.
That's crazy.
Remember the Tyler the Creator freestyle on Flex?
Yeah, when that nigga was just looking at him crazy and shit.
Okay, guys, so this just
He do that to everybody,
but Tyler was saying crazy shit. He was talking about like him and Flex being gay and all kinds.
Bro, look at this shit. I seen the uncensored version.
So that they're drained. That's liposuction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's lipo. Well,
Yeah, that's
whatever.
lipo. They're draining the fat from his. Yeah.
And then you put it in his ass.
Potentially. The thing is this, like, if you don't make your lower body in accordance with your upper body, it's going to look super weird. So a lot of these dudes, I think they do be legitimately getting BBLs as well.
I don't know, but that shit like it hurt. That shit look nasty. Like, nigga, you might as well just go run. At this point.
We got a few more whoopty wops.
Man, you seen that shit? That shit look crazy.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you read them out, Lush, because they definitely got your name in them.
The Rogue Index. Yo, Lush, you my N-word for real, for real. Our team at Rogue Index is popping these buzz balls in name of the Coke by God. I appreciate you, gangland.
Coke by God, man, what?
You know what the fuck going on, player?
Coke
You feel
by
me?
God.
Hey, that Far West shit. You know we on. Fool. Hey, my boy, Mr. Johnny Cox. He said this is a good live cast. Brandon grew on me and never shuts the fuck up. Glad you're not on there. And Lush, name 3 extra songs. Shit. Gang Slide Off the Back, and I got 2 out of 3. Player at 66.
Dude, Gang Slide's hard.
Yeah, he actually went crazy on Gang Slide.
How many songs you got out? He ain't got that many songs out, right?
I mean, those are like, I feel like if anybody can name a faux extra song other than Gang Slide and Off the Back, they're
you hella
tied deep into the lore.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Like literally super deep in the lore. All right, Stoic, W Stream. I like this lineup. Remo, thank you for getting Flacco off the news. Thursdays become unwatchable, but at least the news is enjoyable again.
Niggas thanking me for getting Flock off the news is crazy.
Hey, we know the truth, Remo. We know you got him up out of here.
I ain't do nothing.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a great cast.
Yeah, no, I fuck with it. I feel like Wack added to it. We need to let us know in the comments. Y'all feel like Wack need to do more news episodes, man. Y'all let us know. Leave comments and we'll probably try to make something happen.
If we had known that Wack was gonna be a part of the news, we would have fucking had a feast prepared for him today. Like
I knew he was gonna be up here, and I did plan for him to just come in for a second, but he said a little longer than what I expected. But I think Wack doing the news every once in a while might,
I saw him scheduled for 11 a.m. today, but I figured like possibly like I don't know if Adam had a super tight schedule, so I was like maybe we not even gonna see Wack type shit.
Yeah.
So I came a little early hoping to catch him, and he wanted.
Oh, so you be trying to come early to catch Wack?
I fucks with Wack.
That's crazy.
I was here. Oh, of course I wanted to be on time for work, which I always am. I fucking lifted to work today.
So Lush, how you feel? Cause like right now you like one of the MVPs on the jumper.
Thank
right
you.
Now. You like you're on every episode. You on the news every day. I think you was on the news on Monday. You fucking you got a show tomorrow. Like nigga, how's it feeling? You went from leaving No Jumper being most hated to like now you and this bitch on every fucking thing, oversaturated at this point.
You know what? I love hip hop and I love being any way I could contribute. I don't have the most life skills, or I ain't really get no training for a trade, which I probably should have. You feel me? Like I would encourage people, go get you a trade. You feel me? And all that, so you can fall back on being an electrician or HVAC. Like I respect that hella heavily. A motherfucker like me, I was, you feel me, doing drugs, getting top from bitches, and listening to rap music my whole life. And I'm glad that there happens to be a place where these skills come into the play.
Now you definitely you definitely super informative, and you always have something on every take. You add value to every take.
On some real shit, I scuff my chucks. I've been
at least.
Look, you feel me? Like, regardless, you can say this and that about, he come from a family that got this and that, but hey, you feel me? I've been the black sheep from a young ass age player. You feel me? Got locked up when I was super young, went through my little whoopty wop, and guess what? You feel me? Everything I got is in the world of hip hop, and I did it on my own. And my talent, like it or not, brought me to fucking 5 different continents. You feel me? Getting flown to, and I'm on No Jumper, and I get to talk and chop it up with reputables like Ann Hefe and people, and great investigative journalists like Remo and people like Josh. You feel me? Who's a great producer, and we a great team, and we do and put in work. So it feels great to just even get to contribute. Like I'm just a player on the team. I ain't gonna say I'm MJ. I might not even be Scottie Pippen, but BJ Armstrong gonna come in clutch with that game-winning buzzer. You feel me? Buzzer beater type shit. So yeah.
Horace Grant.
I'm Horace Grant in this bitch. You feel
Horace
me?
Grant.
Yeah. But I'm Horace Grant if he made the halls. You feel me? And the halls of fame. You feel me? Type shit. It's dope to even be acknowledged because I'm just having fun and doing the best I can. I do take it seriously. I know y'all see me faded, but I feel like it's better if I'm a little bit faded. So it just is what it is.
That's the big one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Will we ever get sober, Lush, again?
Yeah, probably for sure. Yeah, you feel me? Like,
let me ask you this though, all right? Because like when I first met you, you was on this I'm sober wave and all that type of shit. What pushed you to go sober at that time? Because you probably was going through shit. What made you even go clean?
So you feel me? I was at like a pretty low point, and I felt like I ain't have no more moves to bust. Everybody was kind of like, nah, the doors was shut. You feel me? The bitch that was kind of helping take care of me and all that, she was about to check out. It was pretty much a rehab. So I was like, maybe if I go to rehab. And my brother had told me, like, you know, I ain't fucking with you, but I'll pay for you to go to rehab. You feel me? Like I was like, hell yeah.
Word.
So I went to rehab, man, and that was the last thing I wanted to do. I was finna jet a gang of times.
And it's like an inpatient, outpatient rehab?
I went to inpatient.
Like how long type shit?
For 4 months. I went to a very, very strict rehab that was for chronic relapsers, they call it. You feel me? People that the biggest fuck ups you could ever be. If you can't get sober here, you can't get sober. And I did really good. They was fucking with I was like damn near the spokesperson for that shit. I was doing they was flying me to different cities to talk about them. And then one day I just said, you know what, fuck it, this shit is gay. I'm finna get high again.
But that was after.
After you left here, right?
Yeah.
And then one last question, what was the main drug that was hard for you to get off? Because niggas smoke weed, niggas drinking shit, but like,
I ain't gonna lie.
What did you need rehab for?
So real druggies, like I'm like my status in the gang world is pretty much equivalent to my status in the druggie world. Like I'm like a fake druggie. You know what I mean? Like my drug of choice is so pussy compared. Like you feel me? Like I don't have real stripes as a drug addict. Like my big, like I was addicted.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. You said you did meth
off crystal. And
I've been off
That ain't no lightweight shit
That's
though.
not lightweight.
But
shit
I wasn't
at all.
addicted. Look, I'll say this.
You ever take a speedball or what they call it, a hot shot or some shit?
No. I never played with needles in my life. That's what I'm saying. Like, I never played with needles. I've done every drug, but I never played with needles. What the drug that I was on that made me go to rehab, this is going to sound bitch made. I was addicted to Xanax and alcohol. You feel me? But here's the crazy thing. If you look
with the Xanax alcohol, you was doing other shit.
Oh, of course.
All right, for sure.
But like addicted to, like, I needed to get detox because here's the thing. First of all, if you can't quit crystal, coke, or crack without rehab, you a pussy. You feel me? Like that goes for everybody because you really like. There's a 0% chance of you dying from stopping doing any of those drugs. There's no physical withdrawal that's gonna kill you off of any upper. You gonna feel very uncomfortable. Yeah, you gonna see some demons catch they fade. Don't be a bitch. Like Ant ran his fades in the feds. You run your fade with them demons. You trying to get off the Bristol. You feel me? Like it's that simple. Like you gonna go through some like spooky hours, and you gonna be very tired and a little irritable.
Freddy Krueger.
You gonna fight all your Freddy, Jason, and Hellraiser at the same time. But you gonna get off that shit.
Word.
Now there's 2 drugs that can kill you from a detox. You know what they are?
What?
Alcohol and Xanax, benzodiazepines. And I happen to be addicted to the 2 that, you feel me, they said it was all bad.
Alcohol and Xanax?
Yeah.
Ain't that a detox?
100%. Yeah, we get a chat GPT this
whiskey.
shit. Yeah, but here's the thing. Now, can the opiate...
So when you say Xanax use, how many Xanax you taking at one day?
Not even that many. I wasn't
like
even
3. I know niggas who was taking 9 Xanax.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm being 100 with you.
Keep
like,
on it. Keep
I
it
wasn't
stacked.
taking more than like 2. I've taken more than 2 Xanax in a day, but like
on average, what you doing? Like, what's your average cook up? All right, Lush on drugs. What you 3 Xanax and you drinking liquor all day? What you drinking?
So okay,
3
Like
Xanax
right now
buzzball
or
shots.
overall?
I'm talking about. We can go before you went to rehab, your prime, and then we can do what you're doing right now.
Prime?
So prime Lush.
Prime, shit, there ain't no telling. Because like Prime is when I had that Alky David, Chief Keef, fucking Cassidy money, and there wasn't nobody that could tell me nothing. So yeah, for sure, I'm taking Xans first thing when I wake up because I don't want to feel the weight of the world. But then I'm finna sleep all day. But I got money to make, so I'm gonna take some Adderall to balance that out.
Now you speedballing.
Yeah. It's like, you feel me? Like a fly guy speedball. Fly guy speedball. You feel me? But then I might even like, shit, I had the Versace plate at the time. You feel me? I'm doing that. Yeah, I might be, you feel me? Like, seeing what Britney pussy smell like at that moment. You feel me? And then throughout the day, yeah, of course, I'm finna be drinking first meal.
Smoking too.
You off the liquor with the Xanax?
Oh, yeah. No.
That's
because
dangerous. Like,
have you ever seen Batman Without Robin, brother? You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
ain't no Batman without Robin.
For sure, I've seen Batman a lot of times, early episodes without Robin.
Yeah, but Robin making it like, you feel me? Like, hey, sometimes he'd be like, Robin, handle my lightweight.
That's the most dangerous. That's the most dangerous shit though. That liquor and Xanax combo, because niggas be overdosing over that shit, dying in their sleep.
You gotta understand. Don't ever use me as a barometer. I'm 43 years old. I've been doing drugs since I was 12.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, the fact that I'm alive is a motherfucking miracle. And don't use me as an example. Just look at my life and be like, don't do that. Except for when it comes to
so
like,
we got prime Lush. What's Lush right now?
right now, like, you feel
Not
me?
today, but just like average on the weekend or whatever the fuck, or what you doing.
So really, every day is smoking and drinking. You feel me? And I might need a little help going to sleep and waking up. You feel me? That's it.
Or no coke?
No, will I do coke? Yeah, but
when last time you did coke?
A couple months ago, or like a
so
month. No. It was like a month and a half ago. The homie, and I think it was cut with the Bristol Farms. You feel me? Like, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a great supermarket. Because I'll tell you why. Because right there. Look, here's how real I am, and I ain't gonna use no names, but this is a known ass rapper in the city, right?
Word.
So after an event that I had, that I was at, you feel me? Me and my girl was performing. She was rapping, and like, so she had her homegirls with her. Some of her homegirls are desired, you feel me, by the streets. You feel me?
Sure.
So we on our way back home. One of the homies hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, like, y'all go. What y'all doing?" I was like, "Shit, we going to my crib, bro. You feel me? Do I want hella people in my crib right now? No. Am I a hater? No. I've gotten so many people have like knocked the homegirls over the years because I'm a real one. You feel me? City to city, state to state. I ain't never gonna cock block nobody. You feel me? It's like, if she comfortable with it, at first I was like, hey, whoopty wop say he want a whoopty whoop. You feel me? And she was like, oh, okay, for sure. And I was like, yeah, slide through. So bro, I slid through. He happened to have some of that, you feel me, Britney Spears, that hit me, baby, one more time. So I was like, you feel me? Shit, let me smell what this bitch talking about. You feel me? 6 hours later, I'm still talking off of 2 bumps. Yeah, I might have been cut with something.
You was teed up out this motherfucking.
That's why, like, so 2 bumps of some Yola ain't supposed to have you up like that. So I think it was either, it was super cut. I'm just gonna say that, like a cheap barber.
Man, just make sure you know what the fuck you taking from here.
No, I'm gonna be all right, you guys. And like, you feel
he said,
me? Like,
no, I'm gonna be all right, man. This is cool every once in a time.
Not because here's the thing, bro. Like, I never accounted for old age. I'm learning right now. My girl Germ got me on a good program. She's trying to get me to
Germ
not
party
drink.
with you though?
Nah, she really don't, fool. Like, she drank, like, occasionally, she smoked weed and all that, but nah, she is square now, fool.
Right.
Like, she ain't done nothing.
So how the
like,
fuck she could deal with you being all drunk and high?
She don't. She be on my helmet. She be tough. You feel me? Like,
Germ, stay on his helmet.
She be on my helmet. She want me to do good. Like, everybody know that she want me to do better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I got a tough job, player. I be here, fools be trying to pop it. Shit, you feel me? Like, what?
Wait. Hold up. So you trying to say your drug usage has to do with your job?
Yeah.
So you feel like
not
you
no
being
jumper.
a podcast? No, I'm just saying you being a public figure, podcaster.
Yeah.
You feel like the drug usage is a must for you? And not everybody. And you don't do any drugs, or you smoke a little weed. Yeah. So I'm saying, so like you say it's a must.
Everybody want to turn up with me, bro. It's a part like it's like it's like disrespectful if I say no to somebody. And like, it's their dream. It's their dream to get high with me, bro.
So you saying it's a part of the job? It's like
people in rehab this.
Hell yeah.
What they say?
Bro, I ran.
Oh,
the
you was at
rehab.
those AA meetings and shit, doing all that.
Dude, the 12-step program is great. If you work it. You feel me? Respect to everybody that on their 12-step grind. You feel me? Like, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you feel me? A motherfucker like me. Here's what upset me. And I ain't trying to have main character syndrome, but since you asking me in some Marvel action universe, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think it's kind of hypocritical that motherfuckers could be prescribed my drug of choice, but you in there and just because a judge, or I'm sorry, because a doctor prescribed that motherfucker, you cool and you able to be high as a motherfucking kite off all that shit. You feel me? But me, like my vice is your virtue. That's not fair to me. So,
Nah, I get what you saying, but you adding on to it when you doing what you just did. When you doing that, niggas gonna be like,
not because they gonna say it. Because here's the thing: when I be talking a lot, like shit, motherfucker be getting
when you get the famous Dex mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You
try
feel
to
me?
tell Lush like the most nonchalant way because he's been caught a couple times.
I ain't telling him, but he notices it. That's why I bring it up.
Well, I'll always just like,
It's just because I talk a lot.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like shit. Like I just talk a lot and I be on drugs.
Nah,
Like,
you
what do
teed up.
expect
You
from
teed
me?
up
Like,
out here. You teed up out here.
Look,
Make sure you stay.
At the end of the day, look, if I wasn't capable of holding a coherent conversation and I wasn't being entertaining and I was like, then yeah, let's have a talk. Until then, it is what the fuck
Or
it
if you
is.
showing up late all the time and doing all this fuck
I
shit.
never be late. Hey, Josh, who the most punctual?
Dude, but that type of award here holds no weight.
It do hold weight. What are you saying?
Nobody here is punctual.
Let me ask you.
That don't mean nothing, bro.
Let me ask you, what host is always late, or like the hardest ones to deal with?
Always
Brick
late?
Baby, he in fucking the feds right now.
Brick Baby definitely was always late for sure.
Brick was late pretty consistently. Lush.
Well, I mean, he's unable to do the pod right now because he's locked up.
Pretty consistently.
So Lush was late for what?
Get the fuck out
Lush
of here,
was late
Josh.
for the news?
You're full of shit, bro.
Was late consistently.
Like Lush is consistently dog.
Dude, you have been better since Adam yelled at you the very last time.
Since
on
I
the
like
show.
but we're just gonna say things that's not true. Like, oh yeah, Lush. No, fool. I've been consistently early, dog. I go above and beyond because I
But
care
it's not
about
every
this shit.
time.
Not every time, but like for the vast majority, for sure. You feel me? Like,
I will say I don't see Lush being late that often, but like every time, it's once in a while. But you, for the most part, you be on time.
I don't think Flacco's ever been on time.
yeah, Flacco is like. Let's just say Flacco's the worst and keep it a bando out here.
I can't say that. I say Flacco and Almighty. Nah, I say Brick and Almighty.
Yeah.
Brick and Almighty.
Okay, yeah.
Almighty is sometimes that nigga just won't even show. He'll be like, nigga, I ain't know.
Okay, so let's talk about Almighty real quick then.
Yeah, shout out to
Shouts to Almighty.
Almighty. Right?
Shouts to Almighty. What's the word with having Almighty make a podcast appearance over here?
Yeah, he hasn't hit me up yet.
But I'm saying, what's the word? Is it cool? Like,
we gotta talk.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's just conversations.
We gotta talk.
I feel like Almighty went out in a way where he can always come back. I feel like it's just conversations that need to be had. With Adam, Adam had to do what he had to do because of that episode, and shit went a little crazy or whatever was pulled out. But I don't feel like Almighty is gonna be gone for No Jumper forever.
I think if he comes back, we have to have Brandon here.
I mean,
and have a part two.
Not a part two, but like a reconciliation, maybe.
I mean, I would say that wouldn't necessarily be mandatory for the first appearance, but ideally would be.
It
cool
would
to
show
work
growth.
towards. For sure, it would show growth. For sure, it would show growth.
No, it would definitely show. I feel like Almighty is a super good podcaster. I feel like his beefs in LA is holding him back from being a premium. I feel like if Almighty literally just said fuck rap and just did the podcast and shit, he'll be a top tier podcaster. I feel like him straddling on the fence of wanting to be, he still got his foot in the rap shit, the podcast shit. I feel like if he literally said, because think about it, imagine if Almighty and Blueface was to sit down and interview each other.
No, okay, and this is why
Come
I
on,
wish,
bro.
but I think it's like a deeper issue because beyond that, and I know that once certain boundaries are crossed, there's no being cool, right? But if you look at like we said yesterday on the pod, if Almighty and Frosty made music together, everybody would love that shit.
Yeah.
Frosty reached out to Almighty and wanted to do music, per my understanding.
Oh, word.
Within the past couple of years. And Almighty was like, hell no, fuck that. Now, I respect Almighty for standing on 10, but it's like what you're talking about, like him being willing to
grow and you got to grow a little bit in the
it's
space.
not just
and
as a podcaster. It's
just as a person, sometimes putting, because Almighty a nigga, that nigga got so many problems with niggas out here that I don't even be knowing. Like it'd be like, and then it'd be like, oh yeah, got beef with that nigga too. I'm like, damn, that nigga beefing with everybody. I feel like if Almighty was able to put a lot of that shit behind, he'll like excel super hard in this podcast and shit. Like the nigga's
For
super
sure.
informative. He a smart ass nigga, like, and he know how to, what I'm saying, he gonna argue with you. I'm glad Almighty out. Shout out to Almighty though.
And he really I would say was damn near one of the most informed about hip hop of anybody that has ever been on No Jumper. He really spends hours out of his day every day listening to new rap music, trying to find new.
He
artists,
hip to a lot of shit for sure.
Yeah,
he's somebody.
yeah.
He definitely he knows what's going on. Just outside of the LA shit, he be tapped into all the cultures and shit. So Almighty definitely tapped in for sure. What other topics we got on here? Let's knock out some of these good ones, man. What's up with Lefty? What's up with Kodak, man?
Hey, can we just say real quick, wait, you don't want to do the Jake Paul thing, or is that
Oh, we can. I didn't really see what he said.
But I don't know about this specific thing about Jake Paul, but I will say that didn't Jake Paul just drop 500 bands paying for the lung transplant for the guy? Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear that. I know he just dropped bands on a house and he just bought a crazy $40 million house or some shit. Might have been more than that.
I think bro's a good guy beneath all the bullshit.
Who, Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Like a good guy?
Good guy?
I do. I don't think he's a bad person.
Yeah, but you think he's a good person? He goes out of his way to be a good person.
I think he dropped $500,000 on this fool's lung.
We have to, he could have dropped it, but all right, so Jake Paul warns legal action against critics claiming his fights are rigged. Expect to get served, you pigs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those niggas that was thinking a lot of your shit was rigged too, so I feel like you just gotta fight better opponents. The only reason I say it's not rigged because you did take an L against what, old boy, Fury?
Well, I mean, beyond his fights being rigged, he's fighting. Most of his opponents have been kind of. I know.
And my boy fighting Sleep.
I know.
I'm good. I'm over here. I'm listening.
I started looking. I was like, my nigga look like, hey, know who you remind me of? Who you look like? Damn, what's my nigga? Beanie Siegel. Hey, nigga, ever tell you like Beanie Siegel?
I'm over here letting Lush take over. Lush been
No,
going on one. I'm listening. I'm listening the whole time.
It's a bad sign for the podcast if I'm putting in Hefe to sleep.
This the second. No, you ain't putting me to
That
sleep.
nigga
I
Lush
hear
talking
everything.
too much.
This the second subject. Lush going on one. I'm just letting
All right. So what you think? So what you think about? All right, let's just finish this Jake Paul topic. So you said Jake Paul is not a good, not a bad person.
I don't think he's a bad person like that. And do his fights seem rigged? Yeah, to a degree. I can see why people would think that. Like, but that's not to say that overall. The fact that Jake Paul and his brother are two of the most talked about people in the world of fighting says that there could be, some type of there could be better competition and shit that's gonna make people more excited or better marketing. I'm not sure where
That's the best word. I feel like fights, like all these fights and shit with these boxers, whatever. I feel like Jake Paul, and I mean Logan, he's not technically a boxer, but he has boxing shit. I feel like they've done a better job of like carrying entertaining storylines to make people actually want to watch a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of the boxing matches nowadays is just niggas just getting in the ring and shit where there's no type of like the last even like good boxing match was like Gervonta Davis and like Ryan Garcia, or like that was the last one I cared about in a long ass time. I feel like he definitely mastered the art of entertaining boxers and shit, but I don't know. It was been looking rigged, bro. It's just because all the people you've been fighting, you've been beating up, like even Nate Robinson. That Nate Robinson knockout was crazy.
That was cold.
It was like you paid that nigga to be like, yo, you finna just sit down. I'm gonna pay you extra and let me knock you the fuck out. But I don't know if he's going out to say all this, maybe it's not rigged, and maybe it just.
I mean,
you gotta pick better opponents, bro, because your shit look rigged, bro. It look a little staged. Not gonna lie.
Is it possible that he just literally banked that full Nate Robinson?
Nah, he definitely just banked him though, for sure. I mean, for him to be saying this shit, it's probably not rigged. But the fact that we think it's rigged, that's on you, because it's like you just keep choosing these like lackluster opponents. So I don't know. Go fight KSI. I feel like, but you gonna whoop KSI now because like you've been training, KSI ain't been training. At one point, that fight was needed. I don't even know who I want to see Jake Paul fight at this moment.
Fools are saying that KSI does not have the most squabbles, to be honest.
Nah, he don't. He barely won any of the last shit. He barely beat Logan Paul, and I think they tied in the second one. So I don't know. I think Jake Paul got him. I think Jake Paul will beat Logan Paul and KSI. So
I'm not taking either one of those bets. I agree. What else we got? What we on?
You want to read some of these super chats?
We got a few of the young super chats. Josh 2. Sorry that happened to your email. Oh yeah, Josh. Let's talk about your fucking email real quick. Probably Flacco trying to get at you for calling out his lies. Stay strong, Lush. Don't let the hate break you. I'm on the fence, bro. I'm about to cry right now. No, Josh. So a lot of people are saved in Josh. It's weird because I didn't receive one, but like homies of mine, like people, it's
literally
I feel like
I've known for the last 7 years have been calling and texting and emailing me back this morning asking me what this email was. Very, like, I'll say it one last time if you didn't see the Instagram. If you got an email from me around 6 a.m. our time this morning, don't open that shit.
Did y'all?
I got that email.
You got it? I didn't get it.
Don't open it.
Got it?
My shit got hacked.
Yeah, don't open Josh's
it.
email.
Don't open that email. Text or call me if you need to get a hold of me.
Word. Email down for right now.
But no, the email's fine. Like I honestly, I was up
hacking
already. You? I was on the phone, and all of a sudden, my shit just starts blowing the fuck up, and I'm seeing email rejected, email rejected, email rejected. I was like, what the fuck? So I went on. I did my shit that I needed to get that switch passwords, get all my shit signed out. It's been fine since, knock on wood. But yeah, it happens.
You were watching adult entertainment.
I was on the phone.
You for sure clicked.
See, that's what everyone's thought process was. If I had been doing that, like that would make sense. If I had bought something, that would make sense. If I had been on a website at that time, that would have made sense. I was on the phone talking to somebody. Completely legitimate.
JewishHotties.com.
Truth be told, it was my ex-wife, but like
he said,
literally the safest conversation I could have been having. Like I don't know how or when this would have happened.
The Josh hacking is a serious thing.
I highly
do blame
doubt it's a
Flacco.
website thing, bro.
Bro,
I feel like it's somebody.
Think about the important rappers that might have got it, and Like
the
Vlad.
managers,
Bro,
and
that's
people that,
So listen,
the lawyers that have been sending me shit. Like, there's been a lot of people.
That's how I knew it was serious when someone who's in the industry messaged me. Someone that worked at CMG messaged me and said they got an email from Josh. And before I even seen your story, and I even noticed I had the email, I sent that picture. Like that picture I sent to you wasn't even my email. That was somebody else sending it to me. So I'm like, Josh, but I guess you was already aware. But I'm like, damn, they even like messaging CMG and
everybody.
Literally.
Not fools like we're hitting me up that like one of my homies that occasionally helps with my shit or whatever, you feel me, helps manage certain aspects of my shit.
Yeah.
Was like, yo, I got an email from Josh this morning. I'm like, no, you didn't. Well, I'm about to
That's
see Josh
crazy.
like right now. The fuck is you talking about? He's like, nah, it was like some important paperwork. I'm like, bro, don't click no link.
All right, you want to finish these super chats?
Yeah, we got some whack on the news. Cool when he's the topic, but can you talk about other topics? That remains to be seen. Lush is greater than the LBC Potters and Flacco combined. Hey, I like your style, guy. Live with Sam. Shout out to y'all from Concord, CA. Hey, shout out to Concord.
There's a Concord out here?
Yeah, that's in Northern Cali. That's in the 925. Shout out to Clayton Road. Shout out to, you
Concord's
feel me?
New Hampshire and Mass.
It is the capital of New Hampshire.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. And is also a city in Northern Cali in the 925. Shout out to all my, you feel me, Contra Costa County players out there. This fool also said, Lush, the Eminem of podcasting. Don't let the haters stop your shine, Lush. They want to see you living in a cardboard box. Keep standing up for yourself. I did my Eminem voice. Thank you, Stoic. That shit was great. Jason Avocados for 3 months. Remo has blossomed into a top-tier podcaster. He used to be quiet as fuck and only asked about Mount Rushmore. Shout out to Mississippi GD, BPS.
Mount Rushmore. Do you guys know Jason Avocados?
I be seeing him all the time on
He's like, okay, he's from Gunner Streams, and he's like the #1 Steven hater. It's really funny.
word. Hey,
Steven.
Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Jason. That's funny about the Mount Rushmore shit. Yo, I don't consider myself a podcaster. I just I like doing interviews. I do podcasting and shit because I do it, but I'm not really just into sitting around just talking about takes like that all the time and shit. I'm more on my journalistic side. That's where I stand strong at, and that's where I'm just really focused on, just giving out the news versus being a part of it.
Your research game, like, you feel me? I know, like, this is anti-toxic positivity and glazing podcast, but just to keep it a bundle, your research game is fucking impeccable, dog. Like, you be doing crazy research.
I appreciate it. Salute. That's I feel like that's my strong point. So like I do the podcast and shit. You'll see me on the news once a week or some shit. And I come fucking pod and shit. But like as far as I don't know, like I ain't just into like podcasting like everybody else. I feel like that's your strong suit. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, I feel like if you add a couple buzz balls to Remo, you feel me? He'd be like,
listen, bro. So look, this is the thing. So I feel like we already at No Jumper have so much drama and shit going on. I stay out the drama and shit on purpose, bro. Like,
yeah.
Just because like we gotta have people in the building that
are level-headed.
Not even just level-headed, because I guess I'm level-headed, but it's just more so like for just relationships and shit. We got niggas like Adam, who's controversial, Whack, super fucking controversial and shit. So if I get on here and just start bombing on niggas and saying, like, Flacco controversial, like Flacco, he talk and say a lot of shit too. So if I'm the nigga doing it too now, then a lot of relationships, I probably would never be able to like have Kodak come up here and do shit. So like somebody have to like, stay out of all that bullshit.
But you interview controversial people, so that's kind
of I might do that part of it, but as far as like just giving my take, I'm not saying that I'm never gonna do it or never, but like right now I'm just kind of chilling.
I think that like on some real shit, podcasting is lame as fuck, except for like the ones that are already established. And if you're trying to start a new podcast, good fucking luck, buddy. It's an uphill battle. You're gonna fail.
I can't even say that because a lot of new podcasts have. I mean, maybe not rap podcasts, but like you see what Shannon Sharp and all these niggas is doing.
That ain't even new. Like I'm saying, like from like now, from like if you try, I'll say Jada and Joe is gonna be like the limit. That's gonna be the last one.
I think everybody is gonna be trying to do a pod. Not everybody, but I feel like a lot. We're not at the end of cycles of starting new podcasts and shit. There's gonna be another rapper starting a podcast by the end of the year. Trust me.
No, for sure there'll be several.
But it's just everything's oversaturated though. It's not even just podcasts, music, movies, and all that type of shit.
All that energy.
Everybody's a filmer. Everybody's a podcaster. Everybody's a musician. Everybody's an engineer. So all this shit is oversaturated. Y'all just gotta find what you like and just tap into what the fuck you fucking with.
And
But yeah, this shit is burnt out.
No, for sure. And this is like, Munchie yesterday. I know we have like 3 more super chats, but this fool Munchie the other day was all talking about how basically he agrees with Viral Way's narrative that if you're a rapper but you start doing podcasts, that you're like, if you're streaming, like it's a bad sign for your career.
I agree.
So you think that means that you're on a decline career-wise? I think in 2025 that's not necessarily true.
Nah, I know he was referring to Ralphie in that situation. I look at it like this. I feel like if you are a top tier rapper, you're not gonna have time to podcast. So you're gonna be on the road traveling, doing a whole bunch of music shit. Like right now, put it like this. Imagine Cardi trying to do a podcast right now. He can't.
Yeah,
He's
for
in
sure.
his prime. He's on tour. He's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. I feel like being a rapper and being a podcaster, you can't really do both. Because at the end of the day, when you're a rapper, you kind of gotta have some mystique about you.
Yeah, no, that's what it comes down to is the aura of mystique.
If I can just listen to you on a podcast and just get all the information from you, then ain't no reason for me to even buy your album because you probably talked about it on the podcast. So like, it's a balance that you have to do. I don't feel like if you're rapping, you should be podding as much.
Sustaining an aura of mystique is definitely important.
Nah, 100%. My boy had a long one, man.
I'm sorry. I don't know if this just means just we suck. I don't know. I can't tell. Like maybe we suck, bro. Like
them Gucci's is going crazy though. Fuck with them.
They are hard. CHG Guap Boy said, CHG Guap Boy in the chat, best rapper out of Oregon. Shout out No Jumper and the crew. Been a supporter since the awesome shit days. I'll be up there soon. Tap in. All right, Pashowski. And we got Stoic with the $5. Just be careful, y'all. I seen this happen with the coach Joe Button show recently. It started with employee emails, and they got into YouTube and took over. Hey, Josh, don't let the security breach the YouTube channel. Let it stop at your email. Let that be the wall.
Will do.
That'd be the last wall of defense, so we don't get the channel penetrated. With that being said,
we calling it.
No, let's do one more.
All right, let's do one. All right, which I want to do, Kodak or Lefty? Lefty been let's do the Lefty shit, Les. I want to hear your take on this one.
We can talk about this.
So Lefty Gunplay was seen saying Krishan Rock is his new girlfriend, and she responds, "It looked like he took some drugs. I don't want no enchilada."
Very racist, Krishan. Very fucking racist thing to say. But hey, everyone's entitled to their own preference. So I can't really judge. Here he is.
Asking for gas money?
Well, here's the thing that's crazy, right?
That's my new girl. She just stayed with her. I left the party with another girl. I left my phone on the I got no phone. I need my money back. I'm going to the club.
Can't be asking for gas with the little time.
Can you give me a second?
With the ice, hella ice. Okay.
You said Krishan's your new
Look
girl?
at the first. Hey, look at the first comment, and actually look. And
Big Sad.
Yep. You see Big Sad laughing at that shit.
Yeah.
And that's literally so. Yesterday,
Yeah.
we talked about this yesterday because there's the whole Big Sad thing. And
But he said OTR, right?
right, Big Sad.
And
was
what's
tripping out-
OTR? Put me down.
So OTR is the label that Lefty signed to.
And what that stands for? I know he signed to it. But
On the Run.
On the Run. All right,
Shouts to
so-
Soulless, you feel me? The dude Soulless that runs it. He happened to be on the Run at the time, so he started the label, named it after that.
Yeah.
He's a producer / well-respected dude in LA. He started the label, and what I said the story was, this is a story that I heard, why Big Sad initially made those comments wasn't just based on, you feel me, homie from BF that is that he don't get along with now, that supposedly, you feel me, off the shits and this and that. Because he said he made a reference to like the meth heads at OTR.
What's BF?
As a hood in West LA.
All right,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. That it's under the same umbrella, you feel me, as Sad and them, right? So this fool.
Because Sad initially said, "Watch out for them OTR artists." He ain't say Lefty.
No, he said meth heads.
All right, so that is.
But the context that I provided yesterday was that apparently there is a studio session some time ago, like around the time of that the video leaked at Big Sad. like when he was around the time he was on No
Alright.
Jumper.
Yeah.
So they was in the studio apparently, and then somebody had brought it to Lefty's attention, and then Lefty's like, "Hey, I ain't finna do the record with you no more."
Oh, word.
And like I can't confirm 100% that to be true.
Yeah.
But this is what I was told. You feel me? So, yeah, there's other issues that Sad apparently might have with OTR, but it's not just. I said it stemmed originally from that. It was my statement.
Yeah,
And-
but we still never like know if this studio situation is a fact. Just because you got,
Correct.
because you got Big Sad in the chats with the laughing face,
That
don't
dude-
mean that situation happened or it's smoke with Lefty shit. He just laughing.
No, for sure. But it kind of does, like, to me, that's like a public display of like, LOL, I'm laughing at you looking corny right now, or what people are gonna
Nah, for
perceive
sure.
as laughing corny.
People
Like,
definitely gonna perceive like he trying to take a shot at especially
So-
with the meth shit, because they be saying Lefty Gunplay or some shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like that's like a big narrative.
Lefty Gunplay.
That's like a big
That's the
narrative.
name I
That's-
be seeing and people saying on the internet and shit.
There's all kinds of but there's been like people like, well, he even said it himself. I was gonna make a joke about him being at the drive-through because he has a bar. Yo, it's Lefty Loco, the BP sicko, still selling crystals, still selling nickels of crystals at Wiener Schnitzel. So I was gonna be like, oh, he's at the Wiener Schnitzel selling nickels of crystal. But no, like, so obviously this is a moment where, like, Big Sad laughing at it to me is very telling. It's like, okay, maybe there is maybe that does substantiate the theory that was given.
That was given. So when you see Lefty Gunplay on the side of the fucking drive-through asking for gas money and shit, you know him, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with bro?
I feel like he, the people that he was around, or for whatever reason, like he was.
That
on
he's
his-
still around right now.
Yeah. I'm saying the people that like normally, because like when I've been around Lefty, he's had management around him. He's had like other people around him that kind of have a vested interest in his career and success. So they're like he's always unhinged and he has an energy, but it's like kind of controlled and like. Like, obviously, he's off on his own at this point. He's, like, escaped his quote-unquote handlers, whatever you want to call them, and then situations like this occur. So, it's damn near...
But you say handlers.
When I say handlers, obviously, it's not, like, actual handlers, but, his management team, the people that are, like, looking after him, it's essentially damn near equivalent to what people would define as a handler.
So,
Like,
is it
I'm
a
not
situ-
saying that disrespectfully.
So, is it a
but-
situation where he is on drugs? I mean, it looks like
no,
it to
he
me.
he definitely parties, fool. Like for sure. Whether I don't know, I can't tell you what he's on right there. I know he liked to drink. You feel me? Like he turn up. You feel me? Whatever he's off right there. Because this is right after he was chilling with Krishan and them, right? And they was
right
doing
on when they just got off stream.
And then for some reason he's off on his own. Maybe he's like, I don't know why. For whatever reason he's off on his own. And then like unfortunately he has to rely on his fame to try to leverage someone to help him get home. But then like people don't have his best interest in mind and they put him on blast, which is inevitably going to happen, right?
Boy, he should never even be in that type of situation in the first place. Nigga,
For
you
sure.
just came off a Kendrick Lamar album. If that ain't enough for you to get your ducks in a row and start making this music shit shake, then this shit ain't cut out for you, my boy. 'Cause
Man.
there's no way in the world you sitting there walking through a fucking drive-through begging for some money and you literally on one of the hottest fucking albums out right now. If you ain't able to make a situation come from that, then this shit ain't cut out for you and it's time for you to pack it up anyway, because there's no fucking way.
Of all the artists that were on that album, really like only two of them are really well positioned right now as far as like.
As far as who?
I would say like
AZ Chike?
Chike and Peso. Like I'm not counting SZA, obviously.
Yeah.
Hidda J3 is pretty well positioned as far as like he's, affiliated with a good squad. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like he's on some viral songs. He's still doing his shit. Lefty is still super viral, but he like has had his struggles and things like
You
that.
just got to get in the booth, make a hit.
And Jody Six as well is that, like he's had good moments as well,
Yeah.
but he's also had a lot of controversy. So being on the GNX album isn't just like a guaranteed.
It's not an end all be all, but like, all right, put it like this: being on No Jumper is not an end all be all for everybody. But what I'm trying to say is, if you sitting up here and you're not able to make no money outside of this shit, then I don't know what type of nigga you is. Cause like at the end of the day, if a nigga Kendrick Lamar put you on the album, that's gonna put some type of light on you. Where niggas is like, bro, I went to the Kendrick concert, nigga, they were going crazy just for the scary, spooky.
But we
hilarious.
don't think he's broke, do we? Like that's
From that clip right there,
that's what that-
I would assume he's broke or somewhat. I mean,
Nah.
even if you're not broke, you should have a team. First of all, if you was getting enough money, you should have a team moving around with black trucks and all type of shit. There's no reason that you're even on a fucking.
And that's what I was saying. Like he escaped the people that like usually are looking after him. Tried to go on his own excursion, got caught. Like he's obviously not broke, but he had no access to money. He does. This is like, y'all ever see there's a documentary. It wasn't a documentary. It was a biopic of Elvis back in the day. And there's this one time when Elvis was like fat and drugged out towards his latter years. This fool Elvis showed up at the fucking airport. Like he escaped to like all the people looking after him. And he tried to like just get on a flight. And they're like, nah, bro, you need to like buy a ticket. He didn't know how to like buy a ticket. He had never done it.
We talking about Elvis. We talking about Lefty fucking Gunplay.
No. Obviously,
this nigga need to.
But the point is,
figure this shit out.
Yeah, the point is like he doesn't have a lot of like planning and basic life skills that a lot of.
So
other
then he need to leave his team.
Or maybe he just got away from him in that moment type shit. Or
Nah, first of all, it don't get away from them in that moment. If your team got you out here in them bad scenarios, this is not the first clip that he was looking bad. So there's been multiple clips where they've been trying to say he be outside on high on drugs and shit. Then your team of niggas that you got with you ain't the right team, because there's no way in hell if you had this big, you know what I'm saying, career fucking opportunity with the Kendrick shit, even if, you know, it's not gonna just make or break a nigga, but it can definitely help you get to the next level with shit. Y'all shouldn't be having these moments over and over again. This is like the second, third time
but I
done
can't-
seen this situation.
I can't.
After a while, if we're not gonna blame him, we gotta start blaming this team.
No, I was gonna say like I can't damn near put it on his team more than I do him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say like if anything like that, because I've seen them doing like this fool is literally, I've seen him be like a wrecking ball.
So
Just
he
like,
hard to work with. It's hard to tell him.
Oh, I think it's really hard to tell him anything.
Yeah.
For show. It's really
It's probably that part. He probably do got a solid team. But after a while, it's just like, I don't know. But shout out to Lefty Gunplay. Just get your shit together. But the people in California, they definitely love you, bro. Because I witnessed motherfuckers go crazy just for that one part. And I'm like, damn. Like, you'd think bro got a whole platinum. He got an album out yet?
He has albums out.
He do got an album out.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Lefty Gunplay.
Krishan curving him was pretty fucking cold. You feel me? Apparently, she has.
She hot too. I don't give a fuck. You seen her eat that cake? They slick could be the new high power couple.
You feel me? Like,
yeah. That's how, man. Ain't no way in hell you digging in that cake with 3 fingers, my. Like, what was that? She hot too.
Hey, kind of like the way Lefty dug in with 3 fingers in Jenny 6ix9ine. You feel me? Like,
I ain't even caught up with all what's going on.
I still have heard that was not substantiated.
And she totally didn't deny it.
She didn't confirm it.
She definitely didn't deny it, and she had like a whole previous video talking about fucking bacterial vaginosis. So you feel me? We could just say it is what it is. With that being said,
Jenny fire though. I seen her in Texas.
Shouts to Jenny for sure.
Shout out my boy. Well, shout out Cheddar. I ain't gonna say my boy. Well, shout out Cheddar too. Cheddar from Texas Buzz.
Shouts to Cheddar. You feel me? Stoic with that Cinco piece. So just be careful, y'all. I've seen this happen with. Oh wait, we already read that. I think we good.
I think that's it.
Oh no, did we read? Oh, this fool said, "Good job, Leshki." Shouts to you, bro. Yeah, good job, Leshki. Oh, Massa loves you, San. That's crazy, bro. Fucking
niggas is wild.
But all right, yeah,
we finna get up out of here. That's been another episode of No Jumper News. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Thursday show, and then we'll be back on Friday with another episode.
We'll be back
no
next
episode.
week. No,
we'll be
4th of
back
July.
next week, 4th of July. So catch the Thursday show, and then catch us again on Monday. We out this mug.
Yes, Ersky.
Like, comment, subscribe if you ain't.